played like right here.
Smell it!
But it had to be early that you started coming all the time.
Okay.
When we went into my colon on the bus.
Went into your oh, yeah.
Yes.
It had to have been early.
Come on down here.
Yeah.
Because
I remember that.
Well, I stumbled across that show over the past couple of days. It was so funny because I'm inviting everybody into my asshole, and Mexico knew what I was doing, so he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm on board. We're going down in there."
I'm literally on board.
But Eric and I felt like at the time I kind of threw it on him, so every once in a while, like, "Yeah, I'm down here." It's so funny.
I'm a timid guy.
Somebody's like, "Hey, Eric, stop licking that." No, that's funny. It was
Eric,
stupid,
don't drink that water.
It was funny. It was a funny show. But I have to figure out how to do all that. So I'm working on it.
Easy.
It is easy. It's just time consuming. But we'll talk about that a little bit. So nobody's got anything funny? Eric's always got funny stuff. We'll be fine. Nothing,
great.
really? Other than we can talk about you coming over. That was
fun.
That is fun for me. That was fun for me.
Coming over?
We'll talk about it. I mean, we've got 2 hours to fill.
Sounds great.
We'll find a way. We'll find a spot for that. Let's see. All right. This going. I should move these. Is everything live? Are you good? Everything's on?
We got the bean. We flicked the bean.
We flicked the bean?
And we flicked Mixler. So, yeah, we're good to go.
I think Casey got that set up.
Who didn't see this coming? The former supercar guy's pitchman arrested on various drug charges.
Come on down to Supercar Guys right now, because if you could not say it's $10,000 or less.
What's this picture? Let me see it.
Is it the guy that did commercials? 'Cause I like him.
Hurry up, come down now. Come on, come on.
This is why I hate
he was all
Facebook.
dancing around and shit.
Yeah.
That was my guy I was going to get the mushroom for the mushroom show for.
Oh,
well.
The guy that was
should have plenty in inventory.
We know a guy.
One of them high-stepping yellows out there trying to sell cars.
All
I bought
right.
a car. I bought the drugs.
Let's see. I've done this before. I can press the button. There we go.
Well, in Wichita, Kansas.
Discovery, Roger, go throttle up. Roger, 0G, and I feel fine. Capsule is turning around.
Thanks, Sarah. Some people heard it, some saw it, but the big question is, what is it?
Those Guys From Wichita.
Wrap the cheese
A
around
loud boom. Wichita police say it was not an explosion.
It's Those Guys From Wichita.
Chad, where you at?
Some say it sounded like a bomb.
It's Those Guys From Wichita.
One thing that is clear, the loud noise heard by many. In Wichita,
Those Guys From Wichita.
I'm over here now.
It's Those Guys From Wichita.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Today is January 8th, 2020.
2020 ding ding.
2020 ding dong. How are you? We are Those Guys from Wichita. If you've been listening to us for many years, you may have known us as a different name. We'll still answer to it. We'll still go to parties as it.
Maybe.
When invited.
If
but
we get the invite.
If we get the invite, we'll go to that party. But as of lately, we haven't been invited to anything, so we're sticking with the new name change. If you're listening to us live, you're listening to us on Mixler.com
Hey, don't invite those sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Falcon FM. If you are listening to us on Podbean, thank you. It's a new thing that we're doing. We usually get a few more followers, a few more listeners every week. So if you stumble upon us on Podbean, thanks.
Hello.
Yeah, flick it and follow it, everybody. You don't have to listen or watch us live on Facebook or YouTube Live or Periscope. You can always download the show. We're everywhere. We're on iTunes. We're on Stitcher. We're on Google Play, whatever that is.
Meerkat.
We're on Meerkat. So there's plenty of ways to listen to all the episodes we've done that you weren't around for. And you can find those in all the podcast players, of course. Apparently I know we'll dive into that a little bit later, this name change and how many podcast players are out there. And how many just take your podcast and put it on their rap sheet?
Easy.
Don't matter.
Yeah, and then you just have to claim ownership if you can do that.
It was hard.
And then you have to contact them.
Sir,
but you can't.
Madam, whatever the case may be,
We'll get back to you.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we'll dive into that in a little bit. Before we do, let's introduce everybody that's in the room. To my left and everybody else's right, he's usually watching me bathe through my shower window, but maybe someday he'll watch you through yours. Ladies and gentlemen, it's America's favorite watcher. It's Andy.
Call me.
Come to my window.
I need a job, please.
Andy's copying my fucking haircut, and I don't want to.
Yes, I know. I love
copying
it.
my haircut.
Yeah.
I was going to say last week, I think you started copying his, but hey.
I am. I'm trying to push it off. I'm like the guy who farted on the elevator. And
He's
blamed
got
it
to
on
curl
Andy.
it a little bit. He's got to just get that frizz going.
Yeah.
Well,
you
no,
got
he's
a
got
natural.
Yours is a little bit more frizzy.
It does have a little frizz.
But I mean, it's cool.
Well, I use
A
body
natural
wash.
wave.
I use
Yeah,
body wash
that's
on
what it
my
is.
hair,
Oh, that makes sense.
and I don't use
Gross.
conditioner.
he uses Dove
I know.
only.
No, that's why I won't shower with me
No,
anymore.
he uses oil.
I use Nair.
Motor oil.
We have to be careful. We got a new follower, and it's Andy's wife on our Facebook page. So
Ooh, block
we got
her.
to be careful tonight on what we say.
I about fell over laughing too because she told me that the intro was too long.
Oh,
I was
The
like,
new intro.
the new one?
What? The new 30 second.
wow.
What?
She would have
10
shit in
minutes?
someone else's pants if
A
she heard
10-minute
the
intro? Who does that?
This is too long. Well, what do you know?
It's funny though. It's good. Keep it up. I
She
like
might
it.
be right. That's
Yeah.
probably why
Bring her
nobody
back in the
listens.
kitchen.
Well, across from Andy, whose wife tried to listen once and said that the intro was too long also, it's Smoothie.
Yeah.
She said the intro was too long. The show was a little bit long.
Show's a little bit too long, about 2 hours too long.
Yeah.
If we cut it down to 11 minutes, including the intro,
You
she'd
know,
like it.
the TED Talks that I listen to when I'm running, those are what I like. You guys should do more of those.
They're 30 seconds, but they're empowering.
She's more of a reader.
Guacamole.
If we could
Let's
type
talk
up
about that.
our narration during the show and put them in Facebook on little 3 or 4
I've been doing
paragraph
that for
things.
years.
What are those?
I just released.
What are those guys?
Stenographers.
Those
A court reporter guy?
Stenographers.
Like a late night one?
We
Like
need one of
night
those.
court?
Maybe Ann could be our stenographer. Just in the corner.
I would appreciate somebody tip typing
Read
what
that
we're
back
saying.
to me, babe.
That'd be nice.
That'd be nice.
And what do they do in the evenings? Nothing.
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 Well, probably rest their fingers.
Lots
Rest their
of
fingers and
sex.
fuck.
Plow ass.
Ton of it. Ton of sex.
I know that's what I would do
Hanging
if that
out.
was my job.
Airport
You
bars.
get turned on all day listening to court cases.
Winking a
Oh, my
lot.
God.
Holding cigarettes
So
weird
hot.
ways.
All this
So hot.
domestic violence
Oh,
gets me
it
so
turns-
hot.
Get in there with that carrot nookie.
Hey, babe, did you bring any of those transcripts home?
Read it. To
Read
me.
them to me.
Read them.
You know I don't read. I only
Oh,
type them.
slutty
Then
like.
plow me. Yeah.
Louder.
Can you get plowed? You get plowed by a woman.
Yeah, I think
Sure.
so.
Yeah, get a
Now.
carrot in there.
Well, especially
Well,
if she
teachers.
straps. She
Oh, snaps one on.
yeah. Snap it
Wearing
to
a
us.
snap on.
We're on the pod bean.
Well, Slim
true.
Jim wouldn't be too bad.
Nothing gay about that.
I don't want you to think less of me, but have you ever done that where you're wrestling around with your wife,
You
you know,
ever let your old lady
Whoa.
doing
stick-
clothes on.
Okay.
You're just wrestling around. Next thing you know,
I wish I had a dick.
she's on top.
Fuck me in the ass.
She's on top, and she starts joking around like she's
Humping you?
banging you. Have you ever had that happen to you?
and it turns you on.
No, it's like odd. It's.
If I wanna get
I don't know how
masturbated-
any woman has sex. Having somebody on top of them doing that.
Oh, I
is
would
just
love
yeah.
it.
horrible.
I wish I could
never
do it.
wrestle
Casey,
my
lay down.
wife.
Let's do this.
Okay,
You guys try it out. I'm not
would
getting
Casey's
the
like,
mental
finally.
image.
I'll even look back. I'll look back at you. And
I'm just saying, if
try
I was
not to
going to get
make you feel
pegged, I would have
guilty.
to be on top.
I would love to see a video of you and your wife wrestling. That's something
That's
that would be fun
Clothed
for me.
or unclothed. Your
Clothed,
choice.
preferably.
Yeah,
We do the
he can
Indian
have
leg
his shirt
wrestling.
off.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be okay if his shirt was
Yeah,
off.
you take your clothes off and then wrestle your wife for me.
Yeah. I like that.
This is fun.
Put your
This
clothes
is
on
great.
her, over her clothes.
Wear her
and then
clothes.
wrestle her.
Oh, it's too
It's like,
Eric.
it's like he's wrestling himself. Weird. Weird.
People
but
turn
kinda
this on
hot.
right now. They might.
Eric's got his clothes on. And that one doesn't.
This is nice.
Eric, is it weird? But look out the window. It looks like Andy brought friends.
I need to learn how to wave to people too. That's something I've lost since
That
I
is
stopped
true.
working.
Well, I seen you. And you didn't even
Your
wave,
wave.
at me.
I don't know how to wave. If you see me, I either won't wave
don't have
or
a
I'll do it
wave
way
game.
You
late.
did this thing. You did an elbow up.
not
I didn't
good.
even know what you were doing.
Not
Dude,
good.
I
Yeah.
saw a
Chicken
guy
wing me?
today giving the rural county road 2-finger, steering wheel.
Oh, the snip
I
a
do
finger
that.
look?
Yeah, the bink, bink.
I pop that
I
one
do
off
that,
every
but
once
only
in a
when
while.
I'm out there.
Yeah, no, he was doing it in town. I saw him doing
Oh,
the 3 car.
Oh my God! Did you hit him?
You can't.
He
so
must have
lonely.
carpal tunnel.
I do it on my. Would my road count? Because I do it on my road.
No, that's acceptable.
Do you expect
That's
a
off
reply?
the beaten path, though.
Yeah, that's-
just enough.
Yeah,
If
this
you
is
give
rural.
if you give a flick, do you expect a reply?
No, but often I see a brake light where they're like, "Shit, I should have,"
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's their reply. You
Yeah.
know, if you get a little quick brake light, they're like, "See,
Dick.
you missed you. Sorry."
Yeah.
Oh,
No, that's
Like
like
a thank you.
Yeah, that's a That was their piece back.
You don't do it in town. That's how gang members get you.
That's true.
If they flick you and you flick back, they'll shoot you.
Yeah.
My
Or
wave
they
in
sell you
my
drugs.
wave
You
in
have to buy
town is
drugs.
just with all the one finger salutes
I do
around.
this.
So you said 2. That's 2 pounds, right? No, not ounces.
Every
Me
once
too.
in a while I'll do one, but then I feel like I expect it back.
Yeah.
And if I
Then
don't
you
get
get
it
pissed.
returned,
Yeah,
it bothers
you.
me.
You
Man,
might
what's your
understand this
problem?
because you're a
Just go to-
biker.
go to
Normally, I
work.
would go to Ivy for this, but every once in a while, I'll see a guy in a bike, and out my window, I give him one of those. You know, the little bike.
Oh,
wave?
yeah.
Oh,
and I'll
don't-
do that, and they don't give it back, and they're like,
You son of a bitch.
They'll think about you.
Four-wheeling sons of bitches!
yeah, they're like, that guy don't ride a bike. I'm like, man, I used to
You
ride a bike
have
like
one.
6 years ago.
You have
yeah,
one.
I got a
Yeah.
3.
That's
Right.
that's nothing
I have
compared
3.
to the guy that's coming at you about a quarter mile down the road. He gives you one, so you start to do it, and then you realize, oh shit, he's riding a scooter. And so you just
you're
gave the
so
motorcycle
mad. Oh,
2
God.
fingers to
and then a
scooter.
motorcycle guy's by you and sees you do it.
Oh, yeah.
Hate
shit.
that.
They run you off the
And
road.
he had a
then.
helmet on. Fuck that guy.
Either way, I'd like to see
Wreck
Eric
harder!
wrestle his wife. That'd be nice.
Okay, that's what I'm getting back to.
Sitting across from me, ladies and gentlemen, he owns this plantation, and recently it's been covered in shit. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Coach Casey.
Oh, yeah! That's right, over here.
They call me the shit man.
Got a shitty problem, guy?
Home of the double flush.
Let's say we got 4 poopers filling up a pipe, and it couldn't handle it.
Somebody
no more.
call the crap doctor.
You got more plumbing issues?
More plumbing issues.
Well, he's built this plantation. He's built this city
you know how
on
many
rock
people
and roll.
randomly?
Yeah.
This guy, how many times? Everybody just no.
I've never dumped here. Never.
Well, you have, but not in the house.
Nope. Never in the house.
Oh, I have. The first time I went to his house, I shit in it.
But you're that guy. You're the poop in the house guy.
But yeah, but no one was here.
I'm a poop in my pants guy.
Yeah, I will never.
You're a dumper. You dump it in their bathroom.
I've went 3 times.
Go into your bathroom.
I went 3 times behind the studio.
bathroom and hide your stuff in the
Let's say
bucket.
we're city folk and we're not used to septic systems, and then that caused some other. Yeah, it was a great couple days.
You got to clean that out every once in a while.
You do.
Apparently.
It
You
gets
do.
full.
Oh, this thing's full
Where's
of
all
shit.
the water go? Out my front yard in a septic system. What's that? It's just a bucket.
I don't know.
Apparently, it's only a 5-gallon one
But
too.
to be fair, you've been here for, what, 10 years?
Yes, that's-
And you never emptied it. So
We
it's
have.
about
That's
due.
about
we
That's
have.
about right.
Oh, you have emptied
Yeah,
it
it's
before?
just a weird. I think it was
With
Weekly.
the weather, probably.
it's weather. It's
Yeah.
a weather
Have you ever
thing.
thought about doing it
Been a
yourself?
warm
Just put
winter.
a pump down there and just pump it over the
I have
berm?
so thought about just. Oh, I had to. I don't know.
Because it's just shit water out there, right?
Yes,
That's just
In the
drainage.
ditch?
Yeah.
it's
That's
not.
where the septic's going.
Dude, you're on the high ground. Just dig a trough.
Yeah.
Shit
I-
trough.
it's-
Outhouse.
I've been pooping outdoors. I've been no.
I'm sorry I had to spend extra money on the pooper bed.
It happens. It's home ownership.
Well, luckily the holidays are done.
Exactly. Luckily,
$28,000 later.
we just got back from Vegas
It's all
and
right.
our
Yeah,
water
one
heater
less
just
Vegas
messed up,
vacation
and-
this year. Am I right?
Can only
That's
go
it.
6 times.
Yeah, can only go 6 times instead of 7 this year.
Damn it. Up in the corner, you know him, you love him. He's watching over the show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Skinman.
Yeah!
What's up, everybody? I'm in a better spot now. I was not doing too good when I got here, but
Yeah.
I'm 3rd beer in. Let's raise them up.
Okay, let's get him.
Here's to the Costner farm. Memories of the Ninnascaw River has its charm. It was the first place I went where we could run wild. 'Cause at home, Mom wanted us to be mild. Give 'em hell, Richard, and set off an alarm.
Yeah! Yeah,
There you
here!
farm alarm.
Alarm.
Godspeed to
Wild.
Skinman's buddy.
Mild.
Richard, that was bad news, but we're trying to do a great show.
Well,
Get
the
Skinman
Costner
happy.
farm,
Let's do-
it's in itself.
Let's
It's
do that.
just weird.
It's not the Kevin Costners. We all thought
was gonna
that
say,
too.
No, it's
Kevin
Costner with a K.
I thought it was a Costner almond farm.
Oh,
That's Kevin Costner.
That's
yeah,
Kevin
again,
Costner.
The
same
house
Kevin.
was a quarter mile from the river.
Mm.
So we would run through the field and then go swimming in the river.
With all the snakes.
Some would say
Naked.
that's too close.
And that was the first time I ever saw a soft-shelled
Richard.
turtle.
That's
Oh.
not my snake.
Yeah.
And
delicious.
There was pear
Yeah.
trees.
Frog.
And a dead body.
This
Oh,
shell,
did I
this
tell you about
shell
that?
is soft.
Poked it with a
Squish.
Poke it with a stick.
But the pear trees, their ancestors had planted those trees like 100 years ago. They're all gone now.
Yeah.
But
Well, who eats pears?
Right.
oh, we ate the hell out of them. And then the
Back
the
before you
older
knew they taste like dirt.
It was sweet sand fruit.
It's like an
Aliens.
apple, but shitty.
Yeah.
The older brothers,
Here, eat this.
Richard and Jeremy, would throw the rotten pears at us, and it's like,
So
well,
pears.
why the hell do I stink? And the flies will not leave me alone.
Yeah. That'll do it.
So then I got in trouble because I
That's
got back
cum.
up to the house, and I wasn't wearing a shirt.
Can I cheer you up? I got something that'll cheer just you up. I got a friend request from somebody.
Yeah.
Ben Hickey.
Never met him.
Was that our guy that beat your ass?
No, it was Chuck.
Oh, Chuck Hickey.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe it was
Ben
Chuck
Hickey's
Hickey.
his brother.
Chuck
his son.
Hickey sent me a friend request.
Nice.
No, he didn't.
I'll show it to you. I saved it. I
Nice.
took a picture of it.
You accepted and then took a picture.
Well, it was to one of the other accounts, Frank Franklin or somebody else. I got a random email that Chuck Hickey sent me a friend request.
Thank you.
That's the guy that used to beat the shit out of Skinman with jump ropes.
Well, it wasn't just Chuck. It was also Neil.
Neil Armstrong.
No, Neil Jacobs.
People
that-
you may know. Frank Franklin. Yeah, I'll friend him.
Yeah, it's
He's
Yeah,
only
Neil
got
Jacobs,
one
his
friend
knees
in-
are bad because he fucking deserves it.
One friend in common. Yes, I'll friend you.
Oh, it was him.
Yeah.
Maybe thought Frank used to beat up Skinman with
Who's
those
he
jump
friend
ropes.
with?
I don't know.
Vlad. Yeah, I know him.
Vlad?
Yeah.
John Montgomery.
Yeah, he used to
Gups-
beat people
yeah, I
on
know
a pipe.
all those guys. They're great guys.
But yeah, I was going to bring the show down a little bit and then bring it back up. So
You
yeah.
did good job.
That's
You've
a
done. You
crescendo.
didn't bring it down. It's a sad day, but that they happen and it sucks. And we'll try to do a good show, or we'll try to keep Skinman's spirits up.
Yeah.
Somebody that can do that better than anybody I know. He drove all the way up here from the butthole of Oklahoma. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mexico.
What's up, fellas? Happy to be here. Listen, our first half of the show, gotta get better. Second half, we're gonna come out strong. We're gonna do it together.
He's got the coaching
He's got
mic.
the coaching mic. He's going
I
to be
feel the passion of this mic and in this
coach is spitting
headset.
a lot.
We're gonna do better. We gotta watch our turnovers. No fouls.
Come on, everybody. Take a knee. Take
Game
a knee.
on.
Helmet's not a chair.
Ivy is out with a cyst.
On his,
Is that even a thing?
on
Is
his
that a
junk?
sister?
I thought he
no,
was.
that gross picture
He's
that
out
he
with
gave
his
the group
sister.
photo. He's having it cut open today by a doctor. I don't know if he survived it. He hasn't messaged me. Ivy, if you're alive, get a hold of.
Okay, what did
At
he
least the
do
group.
before he started working at a place that has medical insurance? Because he seems to be injured constantly.
A lot. Yeah, I don't know, man.
He had to have something.
I don't know. Maybe he did it in house,
I don't.
and now he's
well,
going to the professionals.
There's a man I know that lives about 7 miles from here. That if I sent him that picture,
Right,
And
he'd
said-
know what to do.
my dad would know what to do to that.
Oh,
to that zit.
Oh, I
Pop
got
that
a
son
thing.
of a bitch. He'd pop it. And
Then we'll
he'd
hot
love it.
iron it.
I
I
took.
guess it popped by itself, and he felt better because it got rid of all the stuff. I said, "See, you're healed.
Pressure's
You're
off.
done."
All you gotta do is take a long hot shower.
That's
if
it.
you get something like that, like a pussy
Mhm.
spot on your body, and you probably get these a lot, Eric.
All the
You
time.
get
Yeah,
big
rub it.
ass ingrown. It seems like an ingrown hair,
Yeah,
but
that's
then it
what-
starts getting weird.
Weird.
You can't rub against it.
Can't
You
do
get
it.
that some
jog.
bitch with a hat
Nope.
pin.
It hurts.
Take a long hot shower, then you take it a little icy hot. You pack icy hot in and around it.
Yeah.
And then once the icy hot
Hardens.
hardens,
Yeah.
you get a little gasoline. You
And
kind
just
of brush gasoline
Burn
on
it off. It's chemical reaction.
What it'll
Sucks
do
it out of
is
you.
going to get a good, nice white head on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Light it.
You can pop if you want, but
Yeah.
I say fly swatter. Pop it.
Yeah.
Pop it with a fly swatter. Have
Yeah.
a friend,
That shoots.
family member,
Whatever.
pop it.
Well, no, because the thing that if you know what a fly swatter is,
You'll never use it again.
it's got a bunch of holes
One of
in
the
it. And
electric
what
ones?
happens is when you
The
slap
pressure.
it like that, the pressure pops it, but the holes, there's nothing can squirt at you.
It'll
Could
kinda
you also
goo
use
out.
like
Yeah,
one of
it'll goo
a,
out.
tennis, a tennis racket?
You could tennis racket, a big enough cyst.
Yeah.
It kind of depends where it's at on the body.
Tennis
Okay.
racket's got too big of holes. It might still squirt, so be careful.
Yeah, you gotta be very careful.
You know what? Tennis racket with something wrapped around it, perfect.
Okay, electric fly swatter.
if it's
Oh,
somebody,
that's fine. The holes are small.
And
yeah,
it could singe it back up for you.
That's
it
true.
would singe it because you're gonna get split
Yeah.
pretty wide open.
So
on
he's
that.
out with that.
On
I
a
don't know
gasoline
if it's
brush.
I don't know if it's contagious. One, I don't know. I don't know if he's
If it's him,
alive.
He
it's
should take a
contagious.
month
Yeah,
or two
for sure.
off, and
I've
just to
probably
be
got
safe from
Yeah.
work, from life.
I probably have
Just
it.
a couple months off.
Yeah, just to.
If you
Dude,
can handle it.
that's a brown recluse from work. That's a disability check for 20, 30
Ooh.
years.
Oklahoma State.
It's not
So
worth fighting.
T-Boone
If you're
Pickens?
if you're the state, if you're the school,
Right.
it's not worth fighting.
No, just pay it.
Settle with them, pay
Pay
it.
'em.
Who cares?
Mojo says I need to cover my mouth because the Patriots might be watching
Oh, that's true.
my speech. Patriots are out.
Are we
They're
having
done,
pats on pats tonight?
right? Oh, we can't have.
We can
With
talk
this
about
headphone?
Too late.
I
talking.
mean,
They're
I'll
out.
give you here. You can be coach for a while. I got to take it out.
you want to do pats on pats? I mean,
We-
they're coming
we
off
could-
a loss.
We could do everything.
We can try it real quick.
It might be sad. It might be his sad pats on pats.
See if we can find the music again.
I doubt it. You may put my headset back on?
We'll try it.
Pats on pats. I'll do it back on.
New England? How do you spell England?
Eric said I look better with it on anyway. I look like a coach.
You do.
England,
like a volleyball
English
coach.
without the
I'll take a volleyball coach. That's awesome. A girls volleyball coach that's not in trouble.
New England Patriots.
Welcome back to Pats on Pat. I'm Pat, he's Pat, he's Pat, and he's Pat. This is Pats on Pats, and we're talking about a new season coming up because the off season came a little too soon to do their Pat.
Way too soon, Pat.
I gotta tell you, Pat, I never saw it coming. I figured with the kind of talent we got at quarterback and the kind of coaching we got, Pat, how can we even lose, Pat?
It's not even passable.
It hasn't been for years. We've been cheating like a goddamn Steeler for years.
They should
That's what we've
fire
been
him.
doing.
The cheating guy. Fire his ass.
Get a better cheetah out there. That's what I say.
What is going on?
In the corner, Pat. I got a new guy up in the corner. Hey, up in the corner back there. What's your name? It's not Pat. There's Pat here, Pat here, Pat here, and I'm Pat. What's your name?
Eddie.
Eddie is an Eagles fan, everybody. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, hang yourself with a fucking landboard.
Thank you. I'm an Eagles fan now.
He's our new producer. He's supposed to bring us some new listeners of a younger demographic.
Well, I hope it doesn't sound too much like shit.
Welcome back to Pats on Pats on Pats. We're brought to you by Rye Bread. It's a really good bread if you don't like flavor. Listen, we got a good sandwich coming, and we're going to need it because we've been eating a shit one all weekend.
Oh, it's been rough.
Wild card. We should even be there. We're the New England Patriots. Put us in the Super Bowl.
Duh.
Why are we doing playoffs?
I don't get it.
Pat, what's going on with Hernandez's family?
That's a bad story. I'm hearing bad things.
Yeah, they're doing some crazy shit. Aaron Hernandez.
They
you
tried
remember?
to make their own spaghetti sauce. They failed.
I got to tell you.
Did you watch the special?
I wish he'd never killed himself because he had a good chance of getting out.
Great chance.
And if we had him this year, we'd be 2020 champions.
Oh, we
I
need
checked
him.
back into it, Pat. Let me tell you this.
Can they still get
Epstein's
him?
going on in there. He didn't kill himself.
That's right. It's an Epstein situation. It's Pats on Pats, everybody.
So I hope you did. I mean, if you're going to cheat.
Is that a turkey call?
I don't know what it was. An eagle.
For the Eagles.
Was that okay?
The Sheagles.
Anyways, if you have been following...
That was one of the best Pats on Pats for a while.
Oh, it's been a while since they've been on the
Yes.
show. So it's
Yeah,
nice to have
it's
them.
fine.
They
Welcome
found
back.
us again. Welcome back, Pat on Pat. Well, if you've been following any of the NFL playoffs, which I certainly have, I'm sure, or haven't.
Go Eagles.
and I'm sure Eric's out as far as that goes, too, because his team didn't make it.
No.
Cowboys hired a Packers coach, so
We're out for the next
we're out for
5
the next 30.
seasons. Yeah.
Fudge pack. One of the greatest fudge packers of all time.
Yes.
Coming in
Hey,
there.
He's got Super Bowl pedigree.
He does. He's got Super Bowl pedigree. So we'll
bringing
see.
in some good coaches.
We're not going to talk any about sports because we don't like them. We'll talk a little bit. I wanted to bring this up. I had to go a couple sports related things though.
Oh,
We're not going
as
to
a
talk about
coach.
him, though. Okay.
I had to do. One's not really sports related.
Well, here.
I was lucky enough to go to Pratt, Kansas on Saturday.
love it.
Lovely drive.
Beautiful
Great.
this time of year.
It really is. And
The
headed
people
down.
from there are wonderful.
Scenic.
Yeah.
Scenic drive.
I took the scenic route too. There's a little bit quicker route. I said, no, let me see the little highways through all the little towns.
I'm going to go 54 west.
Let me go through Turon, you know?
That's beautiful this time. They do a
Swing down
flower
there.
thing.
Yeah. So I went down through the little towns of Kansas and found Pratt, which is also a small town in Kansas, and got there thinking that this would be, it was supposedly a tournament that wasn't going to have that many kids because there was a big one going on in Goddard, which is
Closer.
as far as kids go, there's 1 billion kids in the Wichita and Goddard area. That's what when people have kids, like once you pop a kid out of your uteri,
you
have
moved to
to
the
stop.
Midwest.
You
More
have
than
this-
one?
If you're in Kansas, you shit out a kid and you say, "Let's go to Goddard." Like that's one of those communities.
Yeah.
Oh, Goddard. Something happened.
Hope Maze? No,
So there's 1 billion kids there. And I thought, well, there's gonna be nobody in Pratt. Let's just do Pratt as a tournament. Nobody knows what that is. Get there, fucking. They laid out the school, which
You're
is
wrong.
nice. They have a beautiful high school in the heart of town, and they don't have a parking lot.
Okay. Park
so
on the road.
You park on the road, but
If you can find a spot.
3 roads down. I mean,
It's not that far.
No problem.
a good band, not as good as 3 Doors, but
Yeah.
still pretty good. And so we parked 3 miles away and walk in, and there's 1 billion fucking people there. I don't know where people or kids
Come from.
come from.
Yeah.
you don't
Ant
see
holes.
them. They must. It's insane. And
We'll
so,
have to talk later, but I can tell you where kids come from.
well, I need to learn. And
Hoop
so
pipes.
we wander around there, and it's fine.
Sewers.
It's a typical wrestling tournament. I've been doing it a couple years now.
Yeah.
I do it mainly because it's a great place to meet kids.
As a rep.
And it's fun. My son, he's doing a little better this year, but he still
Okay.
gets his butt kicked
From time
most
to
of the time.
Okay.
But he'll win every tournament, which is good. He'll win a couple
He
matches.
dropped an elbow this year. Just
But
Top rope.
what was bothering me is this gymnasium was set up where you walk in and then you're up on the top, like you're on a balcony.
Oh,
like,
sure.
That
Okay.
wraps around it.
Was
That's
there
fine.
a track up there? Can you run on it?
No track.
Okay.
Just a,
Weird.
where you can wander around and talk to friends if you have them, whatever.
Okay.
But a railing.
A mezzanine. If
I don't
you will.
have friends. A mezzanine. That's a good word for
Oh,
it.
great place to have sandwiches.
But what bothered me is, I don't know what's going on with me, that I am getting more and more afraid of heights.
What?
Like, the fear of heights is growing.
you
in
did
me.
lower that chair all the way. I noticed.
It was too tall. And
Maybe it's just Pratt. Maybe
No.
the altitude. Maybe where you are.
it's not altitude that bothers me,
Okay.
which I understand, like, globally is a height.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Like, that's a geographic height.
Yeah, it is.
That's what that means.
peak.
I know those things. Like, if
Okay.
I look at a map, I get
Then it's
geography.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. That's just like a bumpier.
Yes, the
On a
bumpier
map.
is
You do
higher.
understand
Yeah, you got
geography.
it.
Yeah, I know maps.
Okay.
So,
But
No.
not mezzanines.
I don't know mezzanines.
Just
and I don't know
mezzanine.
balconies. And the problem with this kind of shit is there's a lot of people there that have younger kids that aren't even participating in this thing, just toddlers and lower, right? And they'll hold these kids by the balcony. And I have this urge to be like, bud, you can't wacko jacko your kid. You
But
can't
isn't
be.
there just
Oh, okay.
steps right there too?
No, there's spots where you drop that fucking kid.
It's down 2 levels.
That's
Or-
a bad day. That's going to be a bad day for you. I mean, unless the kid can
Bounce.
And then I had that
Well,
thought
yeah,
too.
they
I
are
thought
bouncier.
a lot of times,
Young.
people naturally, you've seen it when people have thrown babies into the ocean and shit.
all the time.
All
and
the
they'll
time.
swim.
Yeah.
Yes, they
They
learn
just take
right.
off.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
they'll fly.
But I don't know how it works if you drop a kid off a mezzanine. I have a feeling
Kind of the same way.
they'll reach naturally.
Yes.
But
Even if
why
they don't-
risk it? I mean, one thing, what's the kid doing? The kid's not watching. Too young to care. Too young
Yeah.
to care what's going on.
Gotcha.
Do you drop your? Did you? How many times did you drop your kids? Like at the age where you held them? Just
I never did.
Okay.
I wouldn't pick them up.
Yeah.
Ready to drop them.
okay.
I'd never
mind.
pick them up
Okay.
by a balcony.
Never picked up a child in my life.
Nope.
That's
Won't
I
do
hold
it.
my kids over cliffs and stuff, but I have no fear I'll drop
Yeah,
them.
see, that's
what I got super anxious watching these
I can see-
parents that were holding these kids, and they would just be leaning over. They got
Sure.
them in the arm.
sure.
Are we okay? Can we say something as an observer? Is it appropriate to
Well-
walk over, tap? You don't want to scare them. You
No,
don't
there's
want to spook
certain
them.
there's certain
Hey, boo! Hey,
there's there's certain
We'll
there's,
come at them from the side.
there's certain
Excuse me,
times
ma'am.
where it's okay. If they're one arming a kid on
Yeah.
a mezzanine, if they're eating or drinking some sort of beverage, that's
not
fine.
appropriate.
No, it's fine
That's-
because they're doing something actively.
Okay.
So you got to put you got a one-armer kid. If they're just chatting and talking, they're one-armer kid, you're already wrong.
They're not
That-
paying attention.
Well, they're not paying attention, or they're trying to talk with people that talk with their hands.
a lot of these
like
people
me.
do. They're from Pratt.
Can't trust them. I'm just saying that you if you're one-armer on a kid, you're not actively doing something that makes sense with your other hand. That's out. That's straight out. Not even if you're on level ground without the bumps. If you're in a mezzanine and you're one-arming and you're still
Yeah.
not doing anything with the other hand, you're straight out. Crazy person. Take that kid, raise it as your own. Now, if they're one-arming and they're doing something, you're fine. Just leave them alone.
But it doesn't matter that most of these dads go to a wrestling tournament, pop about 4 or 5 Busch Lights in their Yeti
True.
Yeti,
Yeah.
Yeti
Yeah.
cup.
A lot
So
of
they're
us
3
are
cheeks in the
drinking.
ween, Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
where a lot
true.
of us are drinking throughout the
Now,
tournament.
here's the deal. If he puts it down and then changes arms, that's a pass. That's good because he put the beer down, changed arm with the kid, picked the beer right back up. He's right back to drinking. Now, at some time, if there's like a 2-minute, I'd say a 2-minute window when
Okay.
he doesn't take a drink out of that Yeti, there's something wrong with him.
My
That's
thing
just
is,
Thunderhawking with the Yeti.
I don't know. There should be a scare test with this kind of
For
stuff.
sure.
Where if you can walk up to somebody, like kind of sneak up.
Yeah.
If you're being a sneaker, and if you can sneak up behind them and startle them.
Yeah, pinch their butt or something.
Yeah, whatever it is. If you can give them a little poke, a little oil check,
Something, yeah.
a little, hey, boo, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. And
Yes.
they would drop a kid. don't stand with a kid that way.
Yeah, well, get
You're
on level,
not passing
get
the
further down. I mean, get closer to level
That's
ground.
called spook test.
That's spook test. I like
now,
it.
you can't do it to the mezzanine dad because he'll drop a kid dies. Now, maybe you
True.
should because it takes one kid, one fatality.
That's it. And then they'll outlaw mezzanines. They're gone. They're
Either
gone.
that or they'll say, hey, every parent has to go through spook testing.
True.
And you should know as a parent where your spook radar's at.
Now we're just running a spook school.
You got to get spook certified.
Well, you have to get certified for everything. Why not spookiness?
That's true.
Because if you're a guy that spooks easily, or a woman, I mean, a lot of women were holding kids there too, which is nice to see.
I'll tell you what, I'm with you on that age thing because I got spooked on the way up here.
Did you?
Yeah, I was listening to something on the phone. I just threw it up there. It was just
scary story.
Well, no, it was
Tales from the Crypt.
It was a podcast. I'm throwing it up there, and some part of the podcast had changed over to a new video. It was like a funny video or whatever, and it was a big gunshot. It was gunshot.
You jumped a little.
Caught me off guard.
Yeah, can't hold a kid.
What do you do? I can't hold a kid.
Not on a mezzanine.
I can't do that.
You might hold a kid.
Did you drop the steering wheel?
I dropped my sandwich.
Well, there should be like levels. Like there can be a mezzanine parent. There can be a balcony parent.
Yeah.
And you've been trained, you're certified. We know that we could walk up behind you, oil check you. You're never dropping a kid.
Loud noises get me. So you could boo. You could boo in back of me.
You might not
even
be,
oil
you're
check.
not a balcony though, because loud noises get you.
Loud noises get
So
me.
you might have to be a set down parent.
Yeah.
The only time you can hold a kid is sitting down.
Right.
You can only drop them, onto the ground from 3 foot.
Don't tell me how
That's fine.
or where to hold
I'll
my
take
kid.
that.
Well, that brought me to where I almost did say
It's
something.
also know
Smacking
your
your kid
environment.
after he loses
Know your
wrestling. And I
environment.
haven't
If you're-
said nothing.
If you're at, let's say, I don't know, an air show,
A Tim McGraw concert.
a Tim McGraw concert, you
Yeah,
got to know the
Great
songs.
example.
You got to know the songs enough to where that loud part comes, because there's a loud part in some of the songs.
in the McGraw?
And you're holding a kid.
There's a loud part.
Yep, that's it. You're gonna drop kids. You can drop all kinds of shit.
I wouldn't bring a kid to a John McGraw.
Air show, biplane, not scary. Fly over with a fucking F1 Phantom, pretty scary, especially when you don't see it coming. Know what I mean?
That's true.
And then how low they are.
Well, the thing is, here's where I almost had to say something.
Okay.
Is at one point the tournament was over, and I was lucky enough to, even though my son had got beat out hours before, because I had volunteered to help coach the rest of the kids, as if they matter, and then so I had to stick around and wait for these kids to get done, doing their thing. And our next match is like, well, he's at 1:30 and it's at 35. All right, so Jonah, you're done, and let's just sit here for the next 6 hours and watch. So we do.
I'll hold you.
We sit there, and when it finally comes to the time that the young kid's going to go out there and do it, goes out there, gets his butt kicked. Everybody else is gone. It's the last match of the day.
That's fine.
So people are leaving, and as I go up to get my son's stuff, there's a probably 5 or 6 year old kid who's carrying his younger toddler sibling down the stairs.
Hell yeah.
That's fine.
Get it, bud.
He's a wrestler.
I almost
Good hands.
That kid's already been scarred up enough. He's been dropped down a few stairs. That baby's not
How
going to
old? 2 years old or so?
Probably.
They're bouncy.
Yeah, that baby's already got scar tissue.
Oh, they're
that wasn't the
strong.
first time.
Also,
the parents didn't act like it was a big deal. It just reminded
because they don't have
it's
to
your
carry
brother.
goddamn chunky.
I know it was a chunky.
I bet you it was. Well, Pratt.
He's American, right?
I just get mad at. I was upset. I was like, I think I'm turning in. Maybe it's the staying at home. I'm turning into the mom.
Yeah.
Starts to,
I was going to say something, but I didn't.
I know
We've been talking
there's
about
physical signs. There's emotional signs. There's
chemical signs.
There's chemical signs that it's been happening, and this was a perfect example of that.
Pheromone signs. I walked in and all I smelled was coconut.
Smell pussy.
I smelled coconut and pussy. That's all I smelled.
Oh, Conrad's here. Smells like pussy.
Here it is.
Stay at
Oh,
home,
mezzanine
Smells like
Conrad's here.
taffy.
Here, hold my kid. Just kidding.
Smells like copper taffy in there. Oh, penny pussy. Oh, penny flavored taffy.
I mean, I didn't want to say anything, but since you brought it up, yeah.
No, I knew you guys were looking at me like that for a couple
I'm
weeks
just
now.
saying,
and
dude,
it's
get a
getting
fucking
worse.
job, would you?
No, it's getting worse and worse. I know.
Come
I don't
on,
need
Andy.
one.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to get visited by Eric this week.
I know.
So I don't
heard
need
a little
a
bit
job.
about. I know. I heard a little bit about.
I worked one night with Eric, which was the greatest night of my life.
$10,000.
And he just
Here's a
keeps
wad of cash.
calling me and said, "Hey, we owe you some money." It's like,
more money.
how? How do you owe me money?
I've made $1,000.
Yeah.
And not only that, he's like, "I'll just bring it over." It's
Yes. Hand delivered.
not really right around the corner, but okay, come on down. That's fine. I didn't think he would.
He needed to get out of the office for a minute, stretch his legs.
Yeah.
But Eric showed up.
I was heading to meetings. I was going by his township,
He was
city.
headed to Pratt.
Yeah.
It's on the way.
I was headed
Village.
up.
I call it a village.
As you can imagine, Conrad was not excited to hear that I wanted to come to his house.
I tried to push the money.
He said
away.
no.
Sweats.
He said, wait.
Just keep it.
Don't worry about it.
I don't need it.
I owe you.
I
I owe you.
took my robe
I
off
didn't
today.
even play the whole, no, it's okay. It's cool. It's not on my way. I just said, all right. And I waited till I was at the Casey's right down the street, and I texted him, I was like, hey, getting a slice of pizza. Be there in 5. Or I called him.
Shit. Damn it.
Yeah, and I could hear in his voice. He's like, well,
Babe, where's my
all
pants?
right.
That's fine. I guess.
Rowan's sleeping, but okay, be quiet.
I said, you want me to come to the garage? Yeah, whatever.
He got to witness though what is the day to day now.
Oh my God.
Which is complete
Dude,
silence.
I want to hang out there.
Did you have your curlers on still?
No,
or-
I get up, I get the laptop out. You probably haven't noticed. Maybe you do if you follow
Curlers in or out?
the
Out.
big push
He was
here.
wearing shorts.
Oh,
Yeah, always wearing
Was he wearing
shorts.
sneakers though?
weird.
I'm sneaker guy now.
I know.
Oh,
I've been-
wow.
Every time I've seen you lately,
Comfy.
it's been sneakers.
I know. I'm coming from the gym or going to the gym. Just
Smart.
gym guy.
Gym life.
So yeah, Eric came over and we were just sitting there. I made a deal with my daughter that day because I've been accused as a father of the way that I watch them is let them watch TV and play on their tablets.
yeah.
So I said
Yeah.
you can't do any of that today.
And they're like, you're the worst dad ever.
Kids are.
Yeah.
And my wife doesn't think so. She thought that was a great idea, but
great
she's
idea.
not the one that has to sit there and
Right. Watch.
try to not watch. I mean, it's like,
Well, yeah.
okay, I know that this is boring that you're sitting here
Yeah.
playing alone by yourself, but that's what you have to do. She was fine though. We got the kinetic sand, whatever that
Oh,
means.
like that. Yeah.
So I put
Just
that
wet
put
sand.
that on the carpet.
Yeah. It's wet sand, man.
Vacuum it up.
It should be fine.
It's fine.
This will wash out. But Eric comes
You're
over,
looking around your
hands
house
me a
for
big
high-
stack of cash. It's like, hey, we owed you this too. I still don't understand how the math works on that.
Well,
but,
sign this and you own 10% of the business now too.
but I'm hoping that it continues. I'm hoping that I get more invitations because it's turning into a real money making
Well,
opportunity.
no, it's just funny that you are still looking for investment opportunities, which is smart. But you work one evening and get 10 grand. Have the time of your life. I don't know why you're not just doing that.
That'd be the smart thing. That's what
Yeah, just be a bartender
at Applebee's?
anywhere.
God, please.
All
You've
you'd
got
have
the
to
bill
do is
for
just
it.
you would serve vodka and your little sugar packets.
We only do vodka and
Crystal Light.
No, you don't
Crystal
tell
Light.
them. They'll just order whatever and you just serve them that. Yeah, I'll
They
have a
would
beer.
love
Boom. That's not a beer. Drink it.
You call it CL Lounge. Able to come in and say, you like Coors Light, huh? Nope.
No.
Try again, buddy.
Try again. Carb free, sugar free,
Easy.
Crystal Light. Gives you cancer though. Crystal Light.
Well,
For sure.
true.
it's doing
Cancer
something to me
sucks,
right
yeah.
now.
That's yeah. That's why you're wearing tennis shoes.
Yeah,
And you smell like pennies.
because my heels hurt.
I know.
So
I know.
No, he got to witness what I've been doing, and I've been trying to take all of our old episodes, which there's over 500 episodes
That's pretty good. It's a good start.
for the Conrad and Jack Show,
who's
and
that?
we're trying to push them all to this Patreon page that we want you guys to subscribe to, not
You
just
should.
for the old episodes, because right now, I mean, that's what I was saying earlier. There's all these. I guess there's a business. Speaking of things that making $10,000 a night, why didn't we think of? There's companies
Easy.
that started internet catchers, basically,
Right.
like a web, where they reach out and they'll take every show that has a feed and they'll put it into their site.
Right.
Which is fine if you're like what we were before, where who cares? Listen anywhere, listen anytime, it's fine. But once you want to be a show where, hey, we want to make some of this exclusive and you want to put a password on it or you want to
Yeah.
do something like that, they still have, they've downloaded it all to their database
Yeah.
and that's
They
there.
got it.
So you have to contact them and get a hold of them. And in order to do so, it's just like you can expect at the bottom of the page, you can find a contact maybe. You'll find a help or an FAQ
Sure.
section. And then within there, you have to go
900
through prompts.
number.
Then you'll have to find a contact us. Then that'll get to something. And then you'll get an automated response from your contact
Yeah.
that basically just says, we see that you tried to contact us about something.
That was fun.
We hope to get back to you
Yeah.
and address your issues, but we probably won't be able to do it for a few days. So in the meantime, why don't you go back to our help section in our FAQs and figure it out there?
Sure.
And the whole thing, it's like, I'm just trying to get my stuff off of your site. I love that it was there. I guess that's great. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's great that it was there. Nobody listened to it there, but that's fine.
Right.
But they will do this to everybody and then expect that the route to get it back is so difficult that fuck it. It's just
leave
out
it there. Yeah.
So I've been texting every time I stumble upon one of these, getting a hold of them. In the meantime, I was telling Andy before we got here, what the biggest goal has been is to download all the back catalog, including all the descriptions and all the tags and all the pictures that were with each episode. But in order to put all that on this Patreon thing that we have, which we want you guys to subscribe to, you have to do them one at a time. There's not a deal because that's not how it's set up. They don't expect somebody to go start a Patreon page and have 1,000 episodes in the catalog. Yeah. They expect you to start there and then
start first episode.
Yeah, like we just uploaded this one.
Right.
And like I was telling him, it takes me
Easy.
about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So, or maybe 3, depending on how big the episodes. And by the way, you guys should be thankful at some point. We've done many 4-hour episodes, many 3.5-hour episodes, many of that shit. So to upload these to this, I'm averaging about 25 an hour if I just do it constantly.
Right.
And it's not hard. It's just click and click and click all this stuff, which means in the first day I worked on it yesterday, I can get 250 if I can work on it for 10 hours straight, which I did. And I got 250, but I'm still not done. And it's to kick it, to fire it up this morning. I was like, I never want to see this again. I don't ever want to do this again. And then you just plow through it. But that's what my plan, at least moving forward for the next few months with this show and with the bowling alley thing coming on, because I get this question now that there is idle time from my wife or the in-law.
What are you doing?
Well, not just what are you doing, but what are you wanting to do? And with everybody, what do you want to do? I mean, because the bowling alley is a thing.
Leave me alone!
No, but this is what I want to do. I want to do this show. And the whole reason the bowling alley was a thing was it was an opportunity that maybe we could do this show at a venue that we own. So
son, you got to apply yourself.
So
I'm going to bring you a deep freezer.
That's the plan. But in the meantime, while it's getting to that point where we can be at that place, there's no reason for me to try to push this show.
Right.
The show should be successful on its own merit. There's nothing more frustrating than doing this as long as we've done it, getting on there, seeing people who are making money doing their show, listening to it, and not to take anything away from them.
Sure.
I mean, if they're doing a show and people like it, that they've built something that they can do. But me listening as an outsider and saying, what the fuck? I mean, I get that this might be appealing to somebody.
Right.
It can't be to me at all. How people are subscribed and paying for this.
But
Fuck this shit.
I know, but it's all, I guess, I think, we've had many discussions of this. I think our show is very broad. You know what I mean? So if we touch on something that is like mezzanines or being, I don't know, afraid of heights in their older age, they might connect with that. Other podcasts make money because they just talk about feet.
Or something specific.
Yeah, just one thing. Now, even feet, that's way too big of a subject. I mean, we're just talking about nails. Wait a minute, fingernails are toenails. You know what I mean? You have to focus. That's what everybody tells you to do.
Yeah.
But you can't really do that in like a comedy aspect because everything's fucking funny.
Right.
And so you talk about everything. So it's hard. You can't just say, well, focus in. What do you want to do? Comedy? Well, just be funny. Just do comedy.
I
just
guess
do that. It's easy.
It would be different if we were sitting here 3 months in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And we were having this conversation of what do you want to do? And I was telling people, well, this is what I'm passionate about. This is what I want to do. Whether it's how do I do this?
Right.
And you can try, and it's 3 months in and all that. But if it's been a decade of you trying and trying all the different angles throughout the incarnations of the show, at some point you'd be like, what the fuck? I mean, I get that somebody would say, hey, you suck at it. That's why you can't do it.
Sure.
That's why nobody wants to listen. That's why nobody.
But here's the thing.
But I can't listen to nail talk or dipshits from wherever do theirs and realize, well, obviously there's a market for it. So it's just putting us in front of that market.
That's it. But here's the thing. It was said to me a long time ago, and it's absolutely correct. This is what you should be hoping for people that listen. They love it or they hate it. No in between. Because the in between is what kills you.
Yeah.
The in between is like, I could take it or leave it. They'll be there. You know what I mean? And it's smart. This is something. I'm giving you a compliment because stepping up to a Patreon, now you've cut that mediocre medium kind of out of it. I mean, not really, because you can still listen. You can still listen free. You can listen every week, and you get it.
Right.
That's fine. But the Patreon,
Well, that's where
is
moving
I want to
forward.
listen to all 5 episodes because now I'm a fan. That cuts the mediocre people. The people hate it. Obviously, they're not gonna. It's great.
I want to encourage people.
I would rather say someone to me about everybody, or just to me, you suck.
Yeah.
Than saying, it's all right. That's worse. That's a worse thing for me to hear. Yeah. I don't want to hear, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear, you suck. I hate it. It's not funny. Or I want to hear, it's fucking hilarious. I want those two.
Well, we've
I'm happy
built
with
over
both.
these 10 years. All of us in this room have contributed in many ways, just time on its own.
Casey's
the
poop
amount
pipes.
of time that people
just his poop
have
pipes.
put into this effort as a show and to do a show for whatever reasons behind it. We've all done that. And making it profitable or whatever, making it make money, we've never focused on that ever. It was never that. We've just been audience building. And I think that maybe that was to the detriment of the show.
It could have
been.
been.
In the sense of, if it is free, if you're not offering something, then maybe it's not worth, I don't know. I don't know if there's a mindset of that.
Eric and I has had this conversation billions of times. I say I'm on the group that if you go and run let's say a restaurant, because this is something we talked about, and you say it's a $10,000 a plate. Yeah. What are you expecting when you go there to pay $10,000? You're expecting, the rarest of rare shit that you can't get anywhere else. You're expecting, someone to tell you where the plate was, made and who made it. You know what I mean? It was handmade by this guy in Germany. And this silverware is from the Elven gold from this river. That's what they're expecting, right?
Right.
And if you give them that, even though it's all bullshit, they're going to go out saying that was the fucking best, life-changing, because they spent 10 grand. No one's going to go out and spend 10 grand. No one's going to go out and spend $1 million on a fucking plane and say, this plane sucks, to anybody else. They might be thinking that, like, I just wasted $1 million because this plane sucks. This guy has this plane; it's faster.
Right.
Whatever.
It's made out of
but they're never going to say it to you. They're never going to say
Is he
this $1
saying
million
we suck,
plane
but we
sucks.
should sell ourselves like we're good?
No, what I'm saying is when you offer something, it's almost like, if you put a price to it, then you're right in knowing. I think you're right. If now you're worth something,
right?
And so, was it detrimental that we didn't start out saying, hey, it's $10 a year or $20 a year to join? Maybe. I don't know. But we're doing it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're still offering it free. So,
right now, like I said, there's plenty of places that all the stuff I'm hiding, you can still find for free too, if you want to hunt them down.
If you want to internet sleuth it.
But I'm hoping that once this gets done, the Patreon page will have a lock on it as far as all the back. Now, that may not, if you've been a fan a long time, you've heard them all, and you're like me, where maybe you don't go back, you just want to listen to what's new, what's coming up, what's happening. I get that. Hopefully we can get people to support us, because it's just to support us, whether they go back or not. Yeah. The thing that we're trying to use to entice them moving forward, though, is we will offer these bonus shows that will only be available through this Patreon thing.
Speaking of moving forward, when are we going to Vegas?
Well,
we do have to talk about that at some point. We have to kind of get it around Eric's schedule, because he's the only one that has a real job.
That is accurate.
True.
The rest of us can kind of make it happen. So we do go to Vegas every year, and then we regret it at the end of it every year. But it's getting to that time where we've all got the boner for that. So we do need to start thinking about it. It needs to be on Eric's radar, as about telling us what days we're going to Vegas.
We've also had the discussion that maybe we do something somewhere different.
And I think that's a good idea. And every year we come back and I say, let's go to Branson next year. Let's go to wherever, out in the woods, and do a cabin or something.
Maybe we should go to Keachai.
Well, we could always go to Keachai.
Pratt's always there.
There's some nice property.
Some really nice places out of Pratt.
There's a lot of places out by Pratt where you can get shot at.
Casey may not want to go to Pratt, but he's a Vegas guy. I mean, he lives and dies Vegas. I mean,
he just got back
Too many
from
Trump
Vegas.
supporters out there. Here, listen. I'm going to go swing back around to Patreon for 1 second before we get into Vegas. Patreon. It's cheaper just to become a Patreon supporter of us. Then there's other options. You can internet sleuth it. I get it, but that takes too much time. You can hire Ann to read every transcript
back
to you. But that takes time and more expensive. I mean,
a little bit more.
Better. That's your $10,000 a plate instead of Taco Bell. But Taco Bell is Patreon.
Well,
but you're gonna love it. Everybody loves that.
The page. That can be on the Patreon.
For sure it can.
For $10,000, Ann will recite the last show.
Yeah.
If you're going to pay me 10 grand,
she might even act it out.
It'd be fine.
Love it.
I don't know. I was just, as I'm kind of
We can pair in
waiting
wine.
in the woods on all these things that all these irons that I'm trying to get started and blow on and get this fire started.
Yeah.
I come back to the thing that I'm wanting to do by opening all these different places is to then grow this. So I'm also kicking myself at the same time saying, well, why don't I just do that? Why don't I just figure out a way to do it, the show the right way, to do the show a way it can make money, to do the show that people will still get what they have been getting for the past 10 years,
Right.
but also get something new, different, in a way that they can share it with more people or feel more comfortable sharing it, whatever it is.
Right.
So look for those kinds of things happening. I don't know. I got to put down, I guess I have to set it out the right way. I want the Patreon thing to be figured out, all the back episodes. And then when I clean off where our old guy was from and I delete all those because now I'm covered because I haven't wanted to do that yet because I'm afraid
For sure.
that
Yes,
I'll
you're gonna lose it.
stuff. So for now, I'm thinking at the end of this week, that's done and that experiment's over and I'll see how that plays out.
Yeah.
And then moving forward as those guys from Wichita and with YouTube, where Andy and I are talking about doing some different things with that live video capturing.
Okay, sure.
And we're also I'm thinking about doing the show every day by myself from the other studio.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be the same. It's going to be different. It could be a morning. I don't know how I'm going to set it up yet if I do it because I want it to actually be a show.
Yeah.
So just a way to get more and more.
Now, will that be only on Patreon
content? Well, no, that would be free.
Okay, I got you.
And then the Patreon thing would be at the end of each of these episodes.
Gotcha.
We do a bonus show, but these episodes don't go 2 hours.
Right.
We're going to have to cut down the time on that and
Mm-hmm.
figure out a way to make that. And they haven't always been 2 hours or 3 hours.
Sure.
There was a time that they were an hour and 20 minutes each week.
And there was a time they were before.
Yeah. So, and there's going to be things like that happen, but we have to have a schedule that's laid out where this is what you're going to miss out on if you don't subscribe to it. And we're not talking about major dollars here. Even as it's set up now, if you were to subscribe to get the bonus shows, at the most, if you wanted to spend $30 a month, and that's with videos of Casey and Skinman wrestling and all these other things. But really, $2.99 a month, you'll get access to the bonus show and that we're going to be doing. So we're not talking about crazy money. So I want to give people a heads up and let them know that that's where my mind is at, that I do feel after being part of this for so long and listening to other shows that try to do the same thing, that we have an advantage on a lot of those as far as the content and the way it sounds and the consistency of what we do and how each week people kind of know what to expect from the brand of stuff we do, that it's something that we should be able to push forward in front of people as, hey, help us out.
Yeah.
And at some point, if at first it means, and it kind of already does, I mean, you get a couple guys who've pitched in already and that pays for the hosting. I mean, eventually it comes to, now you guys can actually do this. And then, hey, Conrad, don't fucking worry about it. Just do your show every day.
Right.
That's where I want to be at some point. And if it takes me buying a fucking bowling alley and doing it there, then maybe it does. That is what it is. But ultimately, it would be better if, hey, let's just make $2,000 a month and we'll just talk every day. Then we don't have to worry about it. So it's been frustrating and depressing and all this different shit.
I still want to know what he said when he's standing there in the loincloth looking at what you're doing every day, uploading one episode by itself.
He's like a dad. He's like, looks like you're making good use of your time.
I guess that's great.
I gotta get back to work, son. Keep doing things.
Never mind. It looks great.
Keep trying. Keep acting like you're doing something. All right. And it's
good luck.
That wasn't that demoralizing. I mean, it is, but maybe worse. And Casey just experiences too with his poop pipes.
Oh, I'm sorry about that too, man. I don't like poop pipe problems. The last time I fixed them, he shit on me.
So about 2 months ago, at some point, I heard this noise.
It's the truth.
Outside my window.
Andy.
Come to my window.
If it was Melissa Etheridge, everything would have been great.
Then fine.
But it wasn't. It was
She knows how to
similar
wave.
sounding,
Talking
but-
about
Yes.
someone that knows how to wave, Melissa Etheridge knows how to wave.
It was a clank and a boom and everything else, right? No big deal. I mean, we live in a pretty rotten neighborhood.
It
You're gonna
didn't
hear
come from the
things
mezzanine. We're fine.
You're gonna hear things like that from time to time. Well, what happened was we haven't had that horrible of a winter as far as heating and cooling goes, so it hasn't been that big a deal. But at some point, apparently, what had happened is either a fucking stick or a ghost or a jigaboo or something or an icicle fell down into my outdoor furnace, my heating unit, my air conditioning unit there.
Did it stir up the fucking wasps in there?
No.
Did you have to go out there with
that'd
the fucking
be Judgment Day.
Okay.
The next time wasps are hiding in my fucking heating unit, we're
Not
gonna have
the band, the actual insects.
I'm moving. I'm not fighting them again.
Okay.
That's the worst day of my life.
I'm waiting for you to fight them again.
There's a rooftop fucking aerial fight going on there.
Love that.
But no, what had happened is maybe an icicle grew on one of the blades. Anyways, at some point, we're sitting in the house.
Why's your air conditioner running
on Friday,
in winter?
and the
heat
fucking
pump.
the heat pump? It's just you can just hear it. It's just going constantly. And I don't know shit about HVAC units. I don't know anything, and I feel like a fucking piece of shit because now it's like, well, you got nothing to do. Just figure it out. And it's like,
true.
I'm just looking at this. Well, I can push the buttons. I can
Google.
go downstairs and flip the breakers. I go on Google, and it's just a bunch of people
Call
that are
your
just
local
like me
heating
that
air
are
guy.
saying, well, what you're going to want to do is you're going to rip off the thing in here, and you look in here, and if you got your pressure gauges with you, you're going to want it. It's like, I don't have any of this stuff. I can take the thing apart, I guess. But I'm laying, and I'm getting annoyed because I'm trying to watch The Natural, which is a movie from like 1984.
Oh, you need full attention for that too.
Yeah, but the fucking heater won't stop. I mean, it's just, and it's not like it's really hot in here. It's like a wrestling room. And no, it's just cold. And I'm looking at how long. I feel like this has been going on fucking all night. It's like, yeah, it has. This is going to be This has to be costing us a fortune. How many days has this been happening? For a while now.
Yeah.
All winter, really.
And I go and look at the thermostat. It's got all these, messages about emergency pumps on,
Wasps.
+2.
Wasp alert.
All this stuff. Wasps are going on in there.
Right?
At first, for first 3 weeks, I just turn up the sound. I mean, I can turn up drink more,
Yes.
turn up the movie. This is fine.
We'll handle it.
I can watch this. But it got to a point where I had to have the sound, and I could not stop focusing on the fucking thing blowing.
Right.
So I had to bite my pride a little bit. So I'm fucking going to call somebody, right?
Yeah.
So I called the local person, and they're like, yeah,
Chet.
you want to come? Yeah, I got a guy right there. We'll come by today. I was like, well, whoa.
Today?
You
Like now?
don't have to do
Yeah,
that.
just slow down. Slow your roll.
I mean, I got
Who
a
are you, Eric?
pellet stove down there, and I mean, I can heat up the house. It's going to be fine. I don't want any emergency charges on this or anything. No, we'll swing on by. Nothing crazy. You're saying it's not working? It's not. I don't think technically it's kind of working. We're not freezing.
Sir, it's making it sound like
It might be working too good. I don't know. I don't know much about these. This thing seems to just be continually going.
I'm hot. I'm naked right now.
It's fine.
What does
but,
that mean?
He's like, oh, we'll send somebody out. All
I'm
right.
hot, and you're
Then,
not.
I don't know what the protocol is with heating and cooling people. I would think it'd be knock on the front door with any kind of service
No,
guy.
it's just come in.
You go right to the back.
Yeah, you
to the
okay,
problem.
well, good, because they just walked in. They were in my garage.
Yep.
And then they were, I guess, in the backyard for a while
Yeah.
because he diagnosed a problem.
Yeah.
And then he came in. He come in through the same door area through the garage.
Nice.
He just came in, and it's this old guy, Santa-looking guy,
Hey,
bald
bud.
on top,
Sure.
gigantic Santa hair on the sides.
Awesome.
He comes in. He's like, "Hey, Conrad. Hey, I figured out what's going on. I'm gonna have to come back
Love
tomorrow."
the show, by the way.
And I was like, "How long you been here, bud?"
I didn't hire you. Who are you?
I didn't know you were here.
I know the
I've been
house.
here 17 hours.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, you
It's
didn't
all
know I was
right. I
here?"
know Andy. He let me in.
He's like, "I tried to call you," and I was like, "That can't be.
I have my phone.
That can't be possible.
yeah.
We've already spoken once when I said don't come,
Right.
And, then,
And now you're here.
Now you're
So,
here.
Yeah.
So he said, "Hey, I'll show you what's going on." Great.
Oh.
So I go out there,
Let me put my shoes on
and the fucking,
and my pants.
he's got the whole
Just
top
stick
of the
the
thing
slippers.
open, and then you look in there.
Let
the
me
heat
show you
pumps
so when
in
your
there.
husband gets home, you can show him too.
It's exactly how I felt.
Hey, you smell pennies?
But you look at this copper line that's going to this heat pump, right?
Yeah.
And there's just two
Oh,
big.
you're using technical terms like
Two
heat
big-
pump now. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, you know. I know.
Two big puncture holes in this line.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, well, how the fuck did that happen?
Yeah.
He's like, I can't
Wasp.
figure it out. I've been out here trying to think about it. I don't know. If you look in here on your like the fins on the side of the, I don't know what those are called, fins.
Yeah.
If you look at those, something might have been on your fan or something and started beating the shit out of those fins and dropped down there and stabbed your line.
Yeah.
But you ain't got any Freon in there.
No, it's gone.
I said, well, I doubt it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been listening
Holes like that.
That's what I was thinking.
I've been listening to this run.
Yeah, bud.
For fucking.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I
4
opened it up.
weeks.
Anyway.
Thanks for confirming.
He said, I'll have to come back
Just
tomorrow.
wanted to confirm what I was thinking.
But then I got to this point where.
I don't have my pressure gauges. I was going to do it, but I don't have my pressure gauges.
Yeah, he said he tried to read it. I was like, well, there's
0.
I can see
This
the
is
problem.
easy.
And then I had the thing where it's like, this part I can YouTube. I can YouTube how to fix this
Braze a
copper
line.
line. Yeah, this is no problem. I should have the tools.
Okay, yeah.
Right? I should
Sure.
be able to YouTube this.
If you
but
can
he's already
put
been
your
there.
thumb in
you
that
gotta let him
line,
finish.
Yeah.
it's
He
no
started
good.
it.
Finish.
So part of me wanted to be like, thanks for diagnosing it, and
Hold
we'll
on.
see you later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
but if you caught a guy with your old lady, would you want to go in there and finish, or would you want,
No,
let him
that's
do
what
his
I let
job?
him finish. I said, hey, I'll see you
Yeah.
tomorrow,
God
whatever.
damn.
Let him finish.
What is the protocol of helping out then from there?
I
'Cause
help.
Now I'm out there.
I'm tonight. I was under the house with the guy.
See, because I think that there's
He's putting his
there's
thumb in
part
it.
of it where it's like I'm gonna stay out because I don't like people following me around when I'm doing
Sure.
the stuff.
they like me.
Well, I don't know if it's that
They
I'm
don't
not
like it
likable.
when you check your prostate.
It's a job, it depends, is what I'm saying. Because you just described the man.
Yeah.
He wants you there. He wants to know your life story. Now, if it was something like Casey, you leave him alone, let him do his work. He's done in 10 minutes. Then you pay him, and he's gone from your life. No harm, no foul. You keep his number because he's good if he's, halfway decent priced. But Santa Claus, you go and tell him your life story. You tell him you do a podcast, and all of a sudden, he owes you because
shit.
I'm just saying.
Fucked all of it up.
Right? Am I right?
I
You
didn't do
chatted
any
up.
of that.
You say, ever since I lost my job 2 months ago.
I said,
Yep.
let me know if
Yeah.
you need anything, and then I went
You
inside.
did the girl thing. You
Yeah.
did awesome.
yeah. Does he need a drink? or
Amy don't
something?
even do that. Amy follows him around. And,
No, if you fucking poured him a drink like your bartending skills, you get those involved, and
It's
then you say
early.
you
I mean, it's like
lost your
10.
it
job.
was a tea, but
Your wife left you. You don't know if you're gonna get custody with the kids. You're probably gonna have to sell this or go into foreclosure.
Oh,
You just want it to be nice.
We're definitely foreclosing.
No,
on the
I know.
house.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying. You just make it. You just gotta make it nice for the next people that are moving in because you don't. I mean, they
I want
don't.
to be warm, and I want the heater to work.
Right.
That's
You
a
say
big
all that
selling
to
point.
Santa Claus.
That's basically heat and air is the
He
only
will
selling
say,
point of the house.
Bud, I went through the same thing 2 years ago. I know where you're at. This is on me.
That's
Merry
what I
Christmas.
learned. That's when I learned how to fix these.
And
it
you
could
learn
have
how
been
to
a
fix-
wasp the whole time.
It could have stung
That's
that
what
fucking
fucking
thing.
stung
I
the
told you.
copper line.
Exactly. I told you. Now listen,
if at any point it got warm enough up to human body temperature, it might have done it.
I'm swinging it back around. That was a horrible story. It was probably a Viper.
I don't know what it's going to cost me yet. I did ask Santa Claus.
$800.
Do I pay you?
Nah, under $250.
No. He's got to recharge that whole system. He's already set him up.
No, he recharged it all.
Oh, he already did? Oh, no. Conrad, no.
$9,000.
No, because that's R22 and a can of that right now. A can of that is $600 and a whole system charge is at least half that can. So right there's $300.
Good.
What do you mean good? Good?
It's over now. I can't do anything.
Okay.
Well, at least I paid $600 for shit.
Well, luckily I left it running for a month, so my heating bill's $5,000
Yeah, that's
too.
true. I'm done saying, why didn't you just call me? I'm done saying that because I've said that
But
so many times in our life.
Drive from.
I don't care. I'm here on Wednesday. My dad called me just tonight on the way here to ask me how I make my sweet pasta sauce. He's, you know what? I forgot you're on the way to your show. Never mind. I won't bother you. I'm like, Dad, I'm in the car.
I can make
well,
the
yeah,
sauce
but you're
in
on the
car.
phone. I don't want to. I'm talking to you on the. It's fine. I can tell you how to make
How
sauce.
do you make the sweet pasta sauce?
Oh, it's love.
He uses a spoon, not his hand.
Listen, I don't want to. I don't want to stop.
I don't have R22. Even you.
I know you. I do.
Well, I can't just say, give me your free R22.
You could say, dude, I've got a big problem. Come up here and solve it.
I didn't know how big a problem it was. I thought it was nothing. I thought it was a fuse.
It can't be a fuse if it's making a noise. It means it's running.
Well, if the fuse is.
I've seen my wife working on it before. I thought it was just a couple wrenches.
Listen, all I'm saying is,
the call is coming from
I've told my
inside
buddy
the house.
Casey. I'm not going to blame him for not calling me because I say this every time.
I didn't want to feel like an idiot. Okay.
It's fine. But see, My buddy Eric called me the other day.
Eric was there the same day, and all I prayed is that the fucking heater guy doesn't come when Eric's there.
That's why he didn't want him to come.
That would have been great.
You know how I was trying to rush this
Because
plumber
Eric would be
out?
say, "Hey, babe, just go give me another glass of wine. Let the men talk for a second." That's what Eric would say to you, and you'd be like, "Okay."
I would have
mixed the drink, drank some more.
If either of those two men said that, I would have done that. Eric or Santa Claus. I felt like shit. Okay, I watched him through the window.
I don't feel like shit.
A toddler.
Because I asked for him for stuff too.
Yeah.
Just like I'm going to ask him here soon to bring his truck and sweet trailer down, even though he doesn't have any money, and help me move again.
I'll send Santa.
Send him.
I'll charge. Yeah,
send him.
Cheaper than
Listen,
working on
I don't want to.
Freon.
I don't want to stop the talk of you going, but I want to say something. If we do decide to go to WinStar, and we do decide to go early March
For our Vegas trip?
For the Vegas trip, if we head down
south
to the sweet doings down
to the
there.
world's largest casino.
World's largest
The
casino.
WinStar.
I'm just going to add this. If we go in March, look right there. See who's playing in March.
Oh.
Now, if that's not a sign,
Are we going to a Pitbull concert in March?
Hey, mommy.
I met you on the plane.
I'm always winning.
I know that I'm not.
Oh, we can go to Brad Paisley, too.
I wish that I'm. The problem is every time I try to do those things, whatever it is, simple things that you can YouTube and figure out, I'm handy enough to do it. But every time I try to do it, I end up fucking up 5 other things in the process, and I end up spending way more on the tools in order to do it at some point. And I'd fuck it up. I'd put so much fucking. I'd recharge it, and it'd have like 50,000 fucking things of pressure, and it'd blow up the whole fucking house. And I'm like, well, I saved $60. I'm buying it, and not hiring the guy.
No, to be honest, seriously, unless you were getting someone that had the right gas, and you have to know if it's the right gas, because you can't go throw an R22 in a system. I don't want to get all technical with you. Here's the deal. You can't buy that stuff. You can't buy it.
I don't know.
But you don't have a license.
I didn't have to.
So
I bought it through him.
Exactly. No, that's what I'm saying. You can't buy it unless you have a license to go buy that stuff. And then after that, you got to have a sweet gauges, which you can buy, and then you have to repair the copper, then you have to recharge the system. And that's if your compressor isn't dead because you left it run for a month.
He told me that he checked the pressure when it was done.
And it was holding.
And he's
good.
There's something that he said about 500, and it needs to be below 500 for this pressure thing. I don't know what it was.
Okay.
He said, yours is fine. Down at 422, no problem.
Okay.
That's exactly what I said. That sounds good.
That sounds good. Okay.
That's where I like it.
Right. I like it right at 420. I can smoke better than that.
Yeah, 420 parsecs.
That's where we were keeping it. That's where we were
Millisecs
keeping it.
Parsecs per square inch. Yeah.
I'm going to go back in and play with sand. So I'll see you later.
I doubt it.
Have you heard of kinetics?
Kinect sand is really good. I rub that on it.
Well, that's where my dilemma was today with the pipe was I knew I have the capability of doing what needs done. It was the amount of I just can't do what needed to be done. I mean,
it seems contradictory.
Yeah, that's also
my gag
ring camel
towing would.
You have the physical capabilities to do it, but
but once I knew there wasn't a clean out and the situation that was going to have to arise or fall, I didn't. It was just
I don't blame you. I'm glad you spent money hiring a real man to do the job.
Thank you.
Much
That's
like
classic
me.
poop
In
pipe,
fact,
really.
it may be more manly to hire another
That's true.
man.
To put another man to work.
Eric, you could agree with that. You do that all the time.
He hires men for so much stuff.
That's true. Here's the deal. I've told every single one of you, I want to be you. Everybody keeps on saying, well, Shannon knows how to fix these things. And I'm sitting there like, I got to fucking fix these things. This sucks. Because I don't have the money to hire a real man to come do it.
The machine that I needed to rent.
The easiest way to get money is quit your job and then
That's true. I haven't tried that.
sit in a house
Just
with
retired.
no heat.
I'm retired. I'm retired now.
I don't know if I have money. I don't
Shit
know.
just keeps breaking and I keep fixing it. I don't know why.
Well, sometimes when a poop pipe goes sour, you just have to hand dig it.
That's true. And I did. 11 and a half feet.
I was there
Only
for
to be
that.
stuck in a hole and have him go in the bathroom, take a big shit, and have it dump out into that hole when I'm
Still
in
my
it.
favorite
I
story.
know, it's a great story.
That's the only reason I made up the story about the thing.
It's a great story.
That's the only reason I made up the story about a broken heater, and I think myself.
So to get that, okay.
Yeah, that's the only reason that I came in here thinking I should make up a heater story.
And here's the deal. I can't crawl out of the
get
hole.
the poop story.
I can't crawl out of the hole.
And it worked.
I can't crawl out of the hole. I can't get out of it.
Can you
Down
hear it?
in a
Can you hear it coming?
Oh, I heard it coming. I heard it coming.
Shit in my
I heard this.
soul.
I'm like, here it comes. And it just, it's what, it did that thing where it just goes out 2 inches and goes,
There's a little message inside of
a
it.
little message. Fuck you.
Thanks, bud.
Here's your shit. Here's your payment.
The Natural, though, is actually a really good movie. If you guys
It is
haven't
a great
watched
movie.
it,
Kevin Costner?
it might be a young Kevin Costner. Here's the thing: have you seen the movie? It's about Kevin Costner.
Who hasn't seen the movie? Andy?
Have you seen The Natural?
I've seen it a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even Andy's seen it.
Did
What
you
is
see it as
It's
a child?
On his list.
Did you see it as a young adult? a
Above
child?
Willow.
I was probably teenage.
Yeah.
Well, I
Sabrina
felt
Wish?
like this movie it's been celebrated for a really long time. Like people look to this movie as the greatest sports movie of all time.
So you revisited it?
Well, what my
That's why
thing
I've
is,
never seen
watching it as an adult,
Oh.
the guy's kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, his dad dies. He was kind of a shitty kid, a little fat kid.
Yeah.
His dad dies.
Babe Ruth.
And the day that the dad dies, he goes out there because lightning hits a tree. That's a sign like, hey, God killed your dad or something. And he uses that tree fucking thing to make a bat. And then on the bat, he carves Wonder Boy, which before that was nothing. There was no like, hey, Wonder Boy, come here. Hey,
Yeah, he called himself Wonder Boy.
I've never seen this movie.
He gave himself and then put the lightning bolt on it.
Yeah.
It's like,
Robert Redford?
It's kind of a fairy bat, you know?
Yeah.
Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy. Then
Roy Hobbs? You don't know who Roy Hobbs is?
he's hanging out with Glenn Close because now he grows up a little bit.
Yeah.
Glenn Close, she looks as an 18-year-old exactly like she looks in 101 Dalmatians, which is an old crazy bitch.
Right.
And I've been watching a lot of kids' movies, so
Hot.
I know Glenn Close now.
Basically saying hot.
I know actors and actresses now. So, anyways, they're fucking in a barn before he goes off to play for the Cubs.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
With the goat?
Up in the Raptors.
The day that he leaves, just a
the
country boy,
mezzanine.
the day that he leaves the
mezzanine.
farm, he's never been on a train before.
She was holding a child.
He meets a chick on the train and
Just a
starts
boy and a goat.
philandering.
Oh.
Hell yeah, he's a
here-
pro.
He still has stank on the dang
Yeah.
down.
But he's
just
a pro.
But he just talked to Glenn Close about I love you,
He's
baby.
a
He's
pro.
a Wonder Boy.
Look
Took
it
him
up.
fucking one train ride. He's not even there yet. He meets the great Bambino
It was
on
a
the train.
different
That's
time.
right.
Duh.
Baby Ruth is there.
Yeah.
He throws some pitches at him at a fair because for some reason the train stopped at a fair for people to get out and have a drink for 30 minutes.
You don't
Yeah.
pass a fair.
No.
They stop there. They go out there. They
That's
go.
bad luck.
They play baseball out there, and then they get back on the train, and the girl's there, and he's
You don't
fucks
pass
a girl.
up on a young Kim Basinger.
Then she shoots him with
Listen.
a silver bullet.
Yeah.
True.
He picked up fair
Then
skate.
he's gone for like 10 years, and then he comes back to the majors. He's hitting all these home runs.
Based on a true
but he's
story.
still got a silver bullet stuck in him.
Yeah.
Then Glenn Close comes back.
Yeah.
And guess what? They take a long walk, and she's totally fucking fine with it, even though she had his kid
Yeah.
10 years ago.
He's a
Right.
pro.
His first love. Are you
Yeah.
married? No, I'm not married. I just didn't feel like reaching out to you. Okay, it's fine. Well, I'm going to introduce you to your kid,
Yeah.
He's a good
and I don't
baseball player.
hold anything against you.
He's the victim in this.
Well, but
Why
that
is
was when
his
America.
name
But that was
Wonder
back,
Boy too, Jenny?
Look when this movie took place. That was when America was great. When you could do that stuff. When you could.
It was like it was celebrated.
Go back
Yes,
to on the
he's a
train.
hero.
If you looked at that scene on the train, if you noticed the napkin that was on that little box that was sitting next to him was his first recipe for his Italian dressing.
For the sweetest pasta
Homemade.
sauce in the world.
Homemade. And he made it.
Anyway, it's a good movie. I mean, if
It's
you want to watch
yeah,
a
you
movie
should watch
about a guy that fucks over the only woman that loved him.
It
and
was a
his
better
kid.
time. It was a time that you could meet a chick.
You could go off to war.
Bang.
You just
You
left
could-
chicks
You
everywhere.
could bang a chick. You didn't have to worry about her tracking you down, finding your wife online, messaging her through
Yeah.
Facebook.
No, screw that.
Girl in every town.
Right.
Becoming friends, yoga partners, and then kind of putting it on her at the end.
Yeah.
Coming over to family events, making it
And-
awkward.
I mean, back then you had to meet your kid face to face. Now, FaceTime, which is a lot better. 'Cause
I don't
they're
know
not
if he
there.
ever met
You
his
can't
kid,
smell
though.
them.
I don't think he ever did. They kind of fade to black at the
Oh.
end. You think it's going to happen, but leaves the audience guessing. Maybe that's what made it a good movie. I wonder if he did meet his kid.
It was Corey Feldman.
Wonder
Yeah.
Boy.
Exactly.
The true Wonder
Didn't
Boy.
Wilbur
Only Wonder Boy.
Brimley or whatever play his kid in that? Oh,
Wilford Brimley was in there.
Yeah.
The diabetes guy.
No, he was the catcher for Babe.
he might have been.
When
He might have been.
When he threw when Babe was throwing the ball.
the babe.
Yeah, God damn it. Get out there and get him, man.
Aggravated alien.
Damn shit.
He had a
The babe.
whole vat
You know-
of gravy.
So,
bat full of gravy.
if you have a moment,
Full of gravy.
you know, at the beginning of
I
this
like
year,
the bat full of gravy.
rewatch it? Yeah.
yeah, check it out.
It's worth another look.
Now, there is no nude scenes
Oh.
in The Natural,
Which is kind of the TBS version. I think
salty advertising.
Speaking of the nude scenes, and everybody's liking this Witcher thing, and I was like,
have you checked that out?
dude, well, I used to play the game because I'm an old gamer. I'm the old gamer.
old gay.
And so I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm old gay. I'm an old gay and a gamer. So I checked out The Witcher. I'm a fan.
Nudies? Are there nudes in there?
Oh my God.
So many
all
nudes?
the time. And it's great.
Dudes? Nude dudes?
But.
Dude,
I
butts,
saw a butt.
Nice.
Tight
Yeah,
butts.
you'd like it. I almost called you. Almost
Butt
screen
scene.
captured it and then sent it to you.
I would have loved that.
Watching The Witcher, bud.
It's like The Natural,
It is.
but with dragons.
With
furry balls
tits
like a
and
pemmican bar.
butts.
Isn't it about like wizardry?
Yeah, it's
A lot of wizard
I mean, it's
related stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Naked
I think
wizards.
everybody will like it. I think you'd like it a lot better if you played the game because there's a lot of game stuff that was in the game in the thing. It's kind of like
there's nudes in the game.
no nudes in the game.
I like
But
how they changed that.
But you thought it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they changed it for the better.
Yes, that's good.
The stuff they did change, they changed it for the better.
Add titties and
That's it.
butts,
Easy.
man butt.
Beep 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 boop boop boop. Done.
How many? It's just season. It's not a movie though. Is it?
Yeah, there's a whole season. You can watch it in a couple hours.
Are they
Titty-
human boobs?
There's a pretty good preview for it right there, bud.
All right.
No, they're
I'm in.
wombats.
Yeah,
I showed him a dude in a tub.
that's it. That's the main dude. That's the Witcher.
Oh wow, tub scenes.
yes,
Yes, I'll
you're
watch.
in.
Wait, is that a male witch, a witcher?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Holy
learn
shit.
something
Did
every
you
day.
learn something?
I did not think it was that.
Fuck yeah,
Called a warlock.
A Witcher.
he's
No.
right. It's a warlock.
Is
What did
this
you-
the
you
game
thought it
or
was-
is this
did you
the
think it was
movie? That
Mitch,
looks
too?
like a game.
Mitch?
That's
No, Mitchum. That's
maybe
a
that's
Yoder.
Is it an anime?
No, it's not anime.
Oh, because that's a Witcher boob. But it's,
Should we call? Do we have to call tonight? We didn't call him last
We didn't
week.
call last week.
Should we check in on him?
We could check it on and see if they missed us.
Give him a playoff game, maybe. Maybe
Yeah.
this
there is a nude mod
Super
for
Bowl
Witcher,
pick.
so
We
you
can
could
do
start
a.
playing
We can
that.
call him tonight
Stan-
and get a
Stan
Super
did
Bowl
that.
pick from Mike Dicka's Steakhouse in Chicago. We called him every week throughout Smoothie's Pick 3. So we could just get a Super Bowl prediction. Which teams are left in the playoffs? We got the Texans and the Chiefs.
Dallas Cowboys, Broncos, Jets.
Texans, Chiefs. No, Saints lost.
Saints did lose.
49ers.
We have
Seahawks.
We have the Vikings and 49ers. You have the Seahawks and
Eagles.
Niners.
God damn it!
Who
Just
beat the Eagles? I don't know.
Seahawks beat the Eagles.
Chiefs.
Let me bing it.
Oh,
Texans.
goddamn! Green Bay. We just got their coach.
Green
And
Bay.
then we have in the other division, we got their
Can-
old coach.
Kansas City. You got the
KC and Texans, and then you
Ravens.
have our Tennessee and Ravens.
Yeah.
Ravens and Titans.
Yeah.
Vikings, 49ers, Titans, Ravens, Texans, Chiefs, Seahawks, Packers.
Okay. Hawks. All right.
I had a prediction, and I got Seahawks and Titans in the Super Bowl.
We want to keep track
Worst
of these.
preview Super Bowl
Oh.
ever.
Seahawks.
Yeah,
Titans. KC.
use that. It's close enough now. Just pick a Super Bowl winner
Well, let's just pick who's going. Then
To
we'll
the
call
Super
them
Bowl.
before.
and then ask the
Yeah.
neighbor who's going
Do
to the
that.
Super Bowl. So get the divisions down from each division. Who's going?
Because I'm going to say
Is
my
it 49ers year? I know what Steve.
So Steve
is,
wants it to be bad.
I'll
yes,
go
Steve's falling over his
Niners
phone.
I think it's I don't know.
and can you go Chiefs then? Because that's AFC. Niners,
Yeah.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yep,
I'll go
you can do
Niners,
that.
Chiefs.
I like that.
Old Montana stomping ground, huh?
All right, we'll do that.
I like that.
What do you
I like
got?
that.
Don't
Andy?
count that Tennessee rushing game. It carries well. Don't count that out. We named teams. You have to pick
You have to write down the divisions and
Okay,
tell
pick-
everybody the divisions.
49ers, Green Bay, Vikings.
Thank you for calling Dick's
Seahawks,
Norfolk Terrace.
pick one.
How may I assist you?
Yeah, this is Conrad from Those Guys in Wichita. We called you guys every week. We're looking for Michaela.
Oh, one moment, please.
Thank you.
Hey, she's there.
There.
Hi.
Thanks for calling Dick's. This
What's
is
up? Love it.
Presently,
Two
we're
treats
speaking
in
out of
one.
guests. Don't worry. We'll be with
This
you.
is Mark Dicker.
Since we have a minute, let me tell you about our restaurant.
So out of
You
those
need
four,
reservations? No problem. We can assist you with lunch or dinner reservations, information regarding private parties, anniversaries, birthdays, or other business events. Whatever you need, our hospitality experts will assist you answering questions and planning the specific details. If you don't have time to dine with us, we offer our entire menu.
Easy, Conrad. It's not
Visit us
Vegas.
online at DickensRestaurant.com. Our restaurants
I mean, if you
are
want
the
to go back to
perfect
this,
gift
look,
for friends,
you got Penn and
family, or
Teller
business
coming
colleagues.
there.
Don't
Tony
forget,
fucking Bennett.
you can easily purchase gift cards year-round, in person
See
or
Penn and
online.
Teller.
And remember, we're open
I
daily.
think I'm gonna go get a beer.
Like us on Facebook or follow us on Instagram. But better yet, come on in.
I was having a Voodoo Ranger.
Thanks again for calling, and you have a good day.
Favorite part coming up. Hi.
I mean, while we're waiting.
Hi. Thanks for calling Dick. This is the coach.
Hi.
Presently, we're assisting other guests. Don't worry. We'll be with you shortly. Since we have a minute, let me tell you about our restaurant. You need
Oh my God, the Beach Boys guys?
I thought they
we
were
can assist
dead.
you with lunch
They're
or dinner
not.
reservations, information regarding private parties, anniversaries,
love
birthdays, or other
love
business
you.
events. Whatever you
Whoa,
need.
Rascal Flatts,
our
that's not true. They
hospitality
broke up.
experts
You're a
will assist you
flathead.
Answering questions
Thanks.
and planning the specific details. If you don't have time to dine with us, we offer our
Bro,
entire
Rob
menu
Lowe,
to go.
what's he going to do?
Visit us
Is it a stand-up?
online
Is he
at
going to sing?
DickensRestaurant.com.
It's gonna be low.
Our restaurants are the
I
perfect
stand
gift
here and look
for
hot.
friends, family,
Fucking
or
Amy
business
Grant.
colleagues. Don't forget, you can
Who would say
easily
no to
purchase
Amy
gift cards
Grant?
year-round,
If Amy
in
Grant was
person or
opening for
online. And
Pitbull, I'd go.
remember, we're open daily. Like us on Facebook
Who
or
is Amy
follow
Grant?
us on Instagram. But better yet,
Whoa!
go on in.
Jim
Thanks
Stanley
again
fucking
for
Dan!
calling, and you have a good day.
We're going in May. May 29th.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for calling, because this is the coach. Presently, we're assisting other guests.
How
Don't worry,
busy
we'll
are
be
they?
with you shortly.
I don't know if
Yes.
Michaela wants to get on the
Let me
phone.
tell you
After
about
everybody
our
says that they're
You
going
need
to close,
reservations?
everybody
No
wants a
problem.
steak
Oh,
real
you
bad.
those guys in
lunch or
Wichita.
dinner reservations,
Come
information
on.
regarding private
I'm
parties,
embarrassed to admit this, but I
anniversaries,
called Texas
birthdays,
Roadhouse
or
this
other
past weekend.
business events.
Their hold
Whatever
music
you
is
need,
by
our
far the worst hold
hospitality
music I've ever heard in my
experts
life.
will assist you
Did you
with
ask
all
for
your
Michaela?
questions and
Where did you
planning
come from?
Nobody-
Where did
nobody
you
answered
go?
the phone.
Where did you come
If you
from?
don't
God
have
damn.
Johnny
time to dine with us,
Mathis?
we offer our entire menu.
Is he
to
used
go.
to be the receiver
Visit
for
us
the
online
Falcons?
No,
at
he was on Leave It to Beaver.
DickensRestaurant.com.
Charlie
Our restaurants are the
Pride!
perfect gift for friends.
No, he
family,
was
or
the
business
receiver
There's a
for
lot
the
of people that
Don't
died
forget,
years ago
you
on
can
here.
easily purchase
I
gift
love
cards
Charlie Pride
year-round,
and Big and Rich.
in person or online. And remember, we're open daily.
He was the
Steve's
same
got
one.
49ers
Follow us
Ravens
on
for his
Instagram.
Super Bowl pick.
Better yet,
Are we writing
go
all
on
these
in
down?
and visit us.
49ers
Thanks again
Ravens.
for calling.
Can that
Oh,
happen?
because
Good day.
him and Aaron want to get together and watch the Super Bowl.
Well, and the Ravens are.
Oh, ring again.
This might go straight to Dick.
Send us to the Met. Oh,
You've waited too long.
sorry about that.
Hi, this is my.
Hi. Who's coach?
I don't think she wants to talk to us. I feel like we should just call a Walmart.
We might.
This is Jay. How may I assist you?
Hey, Jay, this is Conrad. We were looking for Michaela. We were holding for her. I don't know if she's wrapped up or something.
She's not working tonight, brother.
Oh, she's not. Well, we do a podcast here in Wichita. It's called Those Guys From Wichita. We've been calling you guys every week, just getting the picks of the week. We just haven't picked one game, but obviously with the playoffs coming up, we were just going to do the picks for Mike Ditka's Steakhouse for the Super Bowl. So if you want to play, Jay, that's fine.
Let's do it.
All right, man. Got Green Bay and the Seahawks, Titans and Ravens, Niners and Vikings, and Chiefs and Texans all still in the hunt. Who do you think's
Yes.
making the big game?
So I'm going to go with, I'm taking KC
Like it?
Out of the AFC.
Okay.
and Ravens.
KC Ravens. All right. Got that written down for you guys. What's the special tonight, Jay?
Tomahawk steaks.
Tomahawk steaks and was it crusted?
Tomahawk, baby.
Tomahawk steaks. All right. Celebrity you most resemble?
Who do I most?
Yeah, celebrity you most resemble.
Oh, Brad Pitt all day.
Easy.
I'm in love.
I was going to say Johnny Cage.
All right, we got that.
I was
one
going to say
down.
John Prine, but that's fine.
And
Brad Pitt all day.
you guys, we asked what the costumes you guys had to wear a few weeks ago when we called, and they said they were like the penguin suits. Did you guys get costume changes for the new year?
Yeah.
We didn't, but now we can grow a beard.
Oh,
that's clean shaven.
nice.
outdoor
I'm liking
beard,
it.
January
I like
1,
my
baby.
Brad Pitt with some beard.
Yeah.
There you go.
no
That's the
kidding.
best pit.
It's warmer that
All
way.
right, man. We're going to give you a call once we get the Super Bowl set and let you know who's in there, and we'll get the pick for the big game. But we appreciate you playing, dude.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
I might go fuck Jay.
He picked two AFC teams, and I didn't want to step on your game, but
He did pick two AFC teams.
No, they won't make it.
well, one of the two might.
Yeah, he's got a better shot. For
I
one.
say,
Well, I think
yeah.
Conrad has a better shot than any of the other
KC
teams.
Ravens. Yeah, that can't happen, but okay.
That's fine.
I think what he was doing was because the way you said it, he was picking the two AFC games this week.
Yeah.
So we were going to have Kansas City
Right.
and the Ravens in the AFC
It's
championship,
fine.
and then we needed to get his NFC side, but that's fine.
Should we call him back?
Nah.
No.
Is Jay there?
I mean, we should find out.
Get the other side.
Apologize and say, yeah, we should. I skipped ahead. I like calling it right now, and I picked those two before.
Green Bay. What?
We should find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had KC
Ravens.
and the Ravens.
So he needs.
Now winners of the other side. 49ers and
Yeah, my bad.
Who's playing who?
Thank you for calling me. This is Jay.
Hey, Jay, it's me again. Hey, I'm sorry, I'm stupid or something. So you got KC and Ravens. That was your picks for the AFC winners. Who's the NFC winners you got?
Oh,
this week?
shoot. Yeah. Tell me again who's the NFC.
NFC got Green Bay and Seattle,
bad as we
and you
are.
got Viking and Niners.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Yeah. Niners and screw KC and Niners and Ravens.
Oh, that's his.
Oh,
pick.
I got
the
it.
Right.
Super Bowl.
Okay, we
yeah,
like
that's
it.
good. Niners and Ravens.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's what we
Yeah,
wanted
Niners and
ultimately. Yes.
Okay, all right, we'll give you a call back.
My
Thanks,
bad.
Jay.
No,
Good
it's
job,
fine.
Jay.
I didn't
Thanks.
notice it either. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
But I can't fix my own heater, which we talked about today.
True.
So
Right.
I'm stupid. All right, we'll talk to you later.
All right. Take
All right,
care.
bye.
But we are calling from
Should we
Wichita.
call him back?
We did.
One more time.
Just hey, listen, Jay, we're confused. You said screw KC. We are from Wichita. It's pretty close. We got a lot of.
And my name's
They're fucking
KC. I'm
Missouri.
also wondering,
That's
is he
true.
saying me?
I think he said screw you.
Hey,
But
might
that could be a good thing.
And I said I was into Brad Pitt, so I'm just
That's
wondering.
true.
Now, who does he like more, me or you?
Who's pagan? Who's pagan? Who?
We could ask him if he watches The Witcher.
Do you like the tits or the ass? Who do you like better? Because there's both.
There's good tits in
Hot
here.
tub scenes with dudes. I
We
hear.
do have a call from our friend
esteemed
Slingblade,
colleague.
and we're gonna get his movie review. He watched a funny movie over the weekend, so we'll get his review on that. The only thing I had on the list that I didn't get to, I didn't talk about
Thelma and Louise.
Sunday. I was lucky enough after leaving Pratt Saturday night and getting home Sunday morning. I was lucky enough to be invited to participate in a 8-hour long coaching seminar in Lewisburg, Kansas, which. If you're wondering, where's Lewisburg? Never heard of it. Get on the train. Everybody I've told that to doesn't know what it is. Yet, when you get there, when you exit the highway to go to Lewisburg, which is 30 miles off the highway,
Free coffee.
no, you
Pickle
run,
bar.
you run into Pleasantville. You run into, it goes to rolling hills, then it goes to big ass farms on the hill, then it goes to big ass mansions on the hill, then it goes to, hey, welcome to Lewisburg, a place where they said they're 3A. It was the biggest high school I'd ever seen. 3 mile, bigger than that casino we're going to in May. It's the biggest high school. I think P. Diddy was just there playing something. So
Great.
I'm sure it was good.
Something like Kansas City.
Graduation.
And you get there and everybody, once going there, everybody there kind of thought it was normal that this place exists. But I'm sitting there thinking, I have lived in this area my whole life.
Yeah.
Granted, I'm not great with locations
or geography,
but I am great with remembering names. And I would have heard of Lewisburg, a place where crime rate surprisingly low, practically zero. In fact, it's zero. You can just say it's zero. It's zero.
Except
I drove around the downtown. It's like, there's no way there's crime here.
Yeah, no.
There's nothing I'm seeing
The
with my
worst
crime
ever
radar.
happened is someone dropped their bag of candy on Halloween. It was considered a crime at first.
They
but
documented
it's
it as a crime, which
Yeah.
is smart.
Smart.
Come to find out, got the candy back. Everything
Right.
was fine. It's got a thriving small, brick and mortar metropolis.
Was
downtown.
everybody dressed like in the 50s? Dresses,
Dude, I'm telling you, it was the freakiest thing I've seen.
It's a town full
When
of
you pulled
Andes.
in,
purses. Everybody's
the-
got white
the
gloves.
biggest building there was a travel agency.
Where are they traveling? They're living in
Get the
paradise.
fuck
Where are they
out
going?
of there. is where
Every
they go.
travel, no, New year, you got 2020.
Yeah, okay.
They said that. I said,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good.
That's good.
These guys
The year
get it.
2020, they get it.
The median income for Lewisburg's
$8 million.
$56,000.
No, I don't believe it.
Yeah, for the kids.
Yeah. Yeah, for the kindergartners.
The children.
1.4 higher than the average income for.
Yeah, at least.
It's
the average
teach
income
high.
for Wichita is 12.
So it was the nicest school / town / everything I'd been to.
Yep.
And the only thing I was thinking, I talked to Mexico on the way home, is I don't know. There's nothing around there to do. There's nothing. I get it that it's near KC, but that's still an hour, 45 minutes. And I guess these people can all be taking that commute and living the sweet ass suburb life in Lewisburg. But
They can't get cell phone coverage out there. That's why their lives are that great.
it's insane. The
No
amount,
Facebook. They just, you know.
I could have just
I
live
don't think
streamed
that's true.
these homes.
It's
on
true.
these
I lost
acreages.
coverage with him several times
Yeah.
on the phone when he was in town. He was walking around. And I couldn't hear him.
Yeah, I was
That
popping.
Oh my
sounds like
God, there's a hamburger hut.
fantastic episode
They're
of
50 cents. Dude, what time is it? Go get a paper.
I was
What year
telling
is it?
Mexico, it's exactly like what if you've
I thought
ever
he was trapped in a fucking time
if
warp.
you've ever watched the movie Big Fish, which I know Eric, you probably love it. Great movie about like tall tales that a dad told to his son that the son never believed, but then maybe at the end you come to find out
Fucking
maybe
true.
some of them
Yeah.
were a little realer. They're just exaggerated a bit. Good movie, especially good to watch with the kids or something. Anyways,
Also has lightning hitting a tree.
a lot of lightning going on in Big
Yeah.
Fish. And so one of the things in that movie is a fork in the road, and he takes the road less traveled, and he comes to this town where that's what I did. I drove. Lewisburg doesn't exist. I didn't go to a seminar. When I told the people I came back, hey, guess what? I went to the certification thing, so now I can actually touch kids. I can be here. They're like,
Yeah.
there's no record of it. There's nothing. And I think that I might have just went into the abyss.
You did.
I don't think that any of that actually
Brigadoon.
exists.
You never even left your driveway.
Nope.
You were in your,
he
car
did.
for like 4
Never
minutes.
left the couch.
I came
Just
back
this
in and like,
notebook.
I said, I went to the thing. No, you didn't. All right. I think I did.
Santa Claus
I
fucking.
feel like I did.
Is there a Freon leak in here? 'Cause I'm a little tipsy.
Could be.
No, he
I
went
don't know.
dirds with it.
It was crazy,
Been
man,
huffing
because
Freon.
you don't see. I mean, Mordor's kind of like that. Mordor's kind
Yeah,
of like
it's-
that, but then they got the highways that go through there
Right.
and the fucking you got
Riffraff.
the riffraff that's coming through.
Mexican restaurant.
They don't have a way to get to there's one road in, one road out, and it's fucking beautiful. So I can't afford it. I know that they're saying that I can with the median
Well,
income.
no,
I
that's
have
the
zero.
medium. That's
I
kind
guess I
of
could bring it
lower.
down.
Yeah, 56.
I make zero.
That's fine.
Unless Eric calls, then I make really good money.
Exactly.
I'm going to drive that up to you.
10 grand for one night.
I'm in Lewisburg. Okay.
You would love it, Eric. Me and you getting gay and fucking each other and living there. That's
that
I
dream.
don't think that's allowed in Lewisburg.
You could have stopped at fucking each other.
how great would it be
He can fix air
if
conditioners.
Eric and I divorced our families,
Yeah.
moved to Lewisburg, started an organic guacamole
Bakery.
farm,
Yes.
and just sucked and fucked all day.
It would be great.
Guacamole B&B.
I'd call you every day. Guacamole B&B.
And carp farm.
What about Guac Hut? You said Burger Hut. Guac Hut.
Yeah. Hey, you know where the
It's
best
just
carp
an
fishing
idea.
is?
Guacamole
Out there.
farm.
At the gay
Guacamole
guys
B&B.
B&B.
Our logo could be 2 avocados just dangling next to one another.
The other two famous couple have Magnolia farms. You guys could have avocado farms.
Dude, we do an avocado farm.
Guacamole
Then
farms.
we're that gay couple that people kind of think we're gay,
Yeah.
but they're not. We don't
We don't,
we
we're
don't
not for
come
sure.
out for it.
Right.
You super gay. Him.
We
I'm
do
having less-
things though
well,
that
he's
like
gay too.
I'll just come behind and rub his shoulder.
Yeah. Nobody will say anything. Every once in a while, somebody get too drunk at the bar and go, "You faggot,"
Whoa.
and then you turn around and go, "I have never," and you storm out.
That's
But
it.
you have enough people that have loved our
But
avocados.
you give him a kiss right
Oh,
before
they
you.
fight for us.
Yeah.
Don't
That's
you call
carp
them that.
cut.
They make great guacamole.
You don't know how they live. You don't know that.
Here, taste this in your shitty mouth. Now call him a faggot.
And we
Go guacamole yourself.
And I do that move where I put my hand in your back pocket and
Oh,
you put your
yeah.
hand in my back
I love that
pocket
move.
and we exit that way.
That's the carp
I
cut.
thought you stormed off, but you gave him a kiss and then just stormed
Nothing
out.
gay about this kiss I'm about to give him hard.
He's just out of chew. He wants some.
Yeah, just give him a chew. That's how
There
we
you go.
That's how we save money on dip. We eat it out of each other's mouths.
Here's $5. Play my favorite song 18 times.
And I'm leaving.
Bye.
Never been so insulted. It's just an idea that I had.
Just now, apparently.
Well,
rock.
a lot of Elton John on the way to
Started
Lewisburg.
scoping out properties.
I love my kids, and I know you love your kids, and I want them to be around in our lives.
We're close enough they could visit.
Yes, we're better at that. We're better at weekend warrior dad stuff. We'll take them to mud runners. We'll fucking
air ninjas.
That's not mud.
If we open up Conrad and Eric's Fudge Factory, come learn how to pack
I could
the
like
fudge.
fix up all the property and do all the work around the place.
Yeah, it's true. You could call him.
You
the
could pour him
handyman.
drinks, rub his shoulders.
Looks like you got a
Ask
leak
all the
out
help.
here, sweetheart.
You guys ready for lunch?
Hey, make more hot dogs.
Try this hot dog.
But you'll love my cooking and you'll brag about it. You might hate me.
Yeah.
And you might say things to me like,
This
you
is
wish you'd
spiral
learn
dry
more around
fry.
here. Wish you'd do a little better.
I want to hate you, but I love your hot dogs.
But when you're around your friends and I let you go out for a night and you're hanging out with them, you'll brag about me. I know it.
Yeah, he's a kind of a bitch.
When they're bitching
Makes
about their
fucking good
wives,
hot
I say,
dogs,
oh,
though.
Conrad
Makes
don't care if I go out.
Makes a great vodka.
I let you go out
Crystal
once a
Light.
month. You go out once a month with your friends if you want to. I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
Do you think you'd be able to continue being a wrestling coach there, though, if they had that
Yeah, for
that
sure.
aura of you?
Oh, for sure in Lewisburg.
I don't know. I don't know how.
I think the pink cardigan might have thrown it away.
Cam coaches in Modern
Might
Family.
trade him to
so.
girls softball. Know what I mean?
can coach
Girls
these,
golf?
I can coach
Or
these little dogs.
Girls golf is better.
Yeah, I'd be a better golf coach.
I'm home from
Another-
teaching them bitches all day.
Another tough day coaching the
Jesus.
bitches.
I'm an excellent wrestling coach. I'm the best at getting out from under a guard.
Let me show you my pin.
Pin me. Go.
Let me show you.
So,
Leg sweep.
Coach, why do you
anyways,
keep-
I went there,
Leg sweep. Pete.
Lewisburg.
I heard that. I was
Uh,
jealous.
So
I had the
You drove 3 hours to do an 8-hour
I asked him to that. Yeah, I
coaching
asked- I
seminar
asked him
of
the
wrestling,
same thing. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
or just the theories of generalized coaching.
Well, it is. No, I don't know. I don't understand it. I really don't.
Was it sport specific?
Yeah, they require you to
Sort of.
to hold a certain certification in order to coach at different tournaments. I don't. It's all goes back
I
to
took mine at the Y.
fucking Jerry Sandusky. That's what this guy said. It all goes back to these horrible things that people did to kids that
Yeah.
they have to do these things. He's like, I get it. You had to drive up here. It's
Did you have your
ridiculous."
Penn State sweater on?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Sandusky jersey on.
Thank you.
Which is awkward for the
Yeah,
room.
it was awkward.
But it was a good teaching moment.
Yeah.
Why are we here? Good
This
question.
guy.
Good question.
That guy right there.
And I wanted to say, even though I get the card, I can still do the horrible things. I wanted to say that. I didn't. I obviously knew the
No.
room. People weren't.
You would have got thrown out of the town.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't want that. So I
No.
kept my mouth shut.
Right.
But the problem is, I like coaching. That's fine. I like coaching the kid. It's fun. It's fun to be around. All that shit. It's fine. This bullshit of coaches, that kind of talk, the coach talk, the
Yeah.
stuff we do for Pats on Pats, that lifestyle, I don't fit in at all. I can't. I'm
Yeah.
not that guy. I don't have it. So when they got there, the first thing he made everybody do is get a note card and write down inspirational quotes.
I want you to get a note card, and I want you to write down 3 inspirational speeches.
Get in the showers, boy.
Now look, right here, I've got this pyramid. Up top, it says excellence. Let's talk about how we can work on getting up to the top.
I said everybody in here has to be like me, where they're that this is fucking stupid.
You Googled it, didn't you?
So I didn't put anything. I know
You got to at least try.
I put do your best or something stupid.
Live long and prosper.
Yeah.
Spock.
Suck.
Look it up.
One for the Gipper.
But then they fucking handed the cards in, and the guy's he's like, got one here. This is by John Wooden. It's one of my favorites. And it's like,
Rudy.
are you guys really
Rudy.
writing John Wooden quotes in here? It's fucking 9 a.m. We just drove here. You wrote a John. I wanted to get that. Should be my quote. Ripping these fucking people who wrote quotes. You're grown men. What do you live by quotes now? Fuck off.
This card
Well,
just
they don't have to
says.
have- they don't-
I
Quote
never-
of the day?
I never touched
I'm
that kid.
fucking 35.
That's
I don't
Sandusky.
need this shit. So the next second thing he says after he reads everybody's
Bend
quotes is,
over. Skindusky.
I'm really glad you guys come up here because you guys can do it online. I was like,
I was gonna tell
everybody
you.
told me I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you can.
I did the other part online. They said
And this is when you don't call Mexico. This is the stuff you call me for. I'm a
Right.
coach.
They told me my
Right.
fellow coaches, and I don't know if they were Josh and me.
I wouldn't have known. I'd say, you know what you need to do? Call Casey. He probably knows.
I looked on. You couldn't do it. They said you couldn't do it. And he's
They
like, yeah,
lied.
you can do it online.
Oh,
And
here's
I'm
a
like,
good
"Oh,
quote. Here's
my
a good quote.
God."
Why don't you go and get me a cheeseburger, John Daly?
Love it.
It's not the crowd, bud. If it was you guys in there, we'd all write funny quotes. We'd have a good time.
That is the right crowd because those kind of people need to learn.
And I know my wife just texted me that I told you could do it online. She heard from a friend that you can do it online.
Never trust a friend.
The other coaches told me you have to go. You can't do it online.
Hey guys,
For
I
one
told
moment.
Conrad he has to drive to
Put
Lewisburg.
it from another. You've been coaching around.
And I did. I drove there.
Drive
and I
to
fucking sat through this
Lewisburg.
bullshit where it's just platitudes. It's just one thing after the next of this sweeping generalizations of making kids great again. I mean, that's all it is. It's just this bullshit. It's just fucking nothing.
Please
it doesn't
tell
mean
me
anything.
you drove Big Red and spent $782 in gas.
I put my heat pump in Big Red.
Powered it up.
I drove it there. It's probably why it broke down. So yes, it was messed up, and it was just a good day. Once John Wooden got mentioned from fucking.
Did they have snacks? Tell me they had snacks, please.
Lunch?
They brought in pizza. Here's another thing I did.
All right.
In the email,
Took a whole pizza and went sat down.
in the email they said
Bring a treat.
they're going to provide food, but
You brought hot dogs for everybody
no,
to try.
but have some money maybe to pitch in at the end for the food
Yeah.
because it's not a thing where the guy's making any money. Which that's fine. Kind of
It's fine.
weird. Up
Yeah.
front, why didn't let us out?
Yeah.
We'll go get something. So I brought the money for the course. Then I brought $20, and I
Easy.
all right, I'll give this guy. So everybody's leaving the class, and I walk up and I give him the 20. He's like, "What's this for?" And I was like, "Oh, it's just to pitch in for the
Pizza,
thing,
whatever.
for the pizza and stuff." He's like, "No, that's fine. It's in the budget." And he tried to give it back to me. I was like, "Well, just take it. I mean, just as a tip." I didn't know. Then I felt weird.
Yeah.
I would have said, okay,
You want to go
fuck you.
get a drink,
Thanks,
bud?
man. What was your name? What was your name?
Jerry
Conrad.
Sandusky.
Okay, Jerry.
Jeremy Sandusky.
And when I gave it back to him, he's like, "Okay." And then I thought that was like this weird, awkward
Yeah.
tension that happened.
And as you got
I stormed out of there.
when you got in your
You
car,
passed, son.
when you got
You
in your car
passed.
and you're following him real close, he turns into the huge mansion on the hill, and
Yeah,
you
it was
just
the
get
dumbest
off.
thing I did. I mean, he didn't pay for any of that pizza.
You know what I mean? And he just waves at you like, "Thanks."
I tipped
That's
him like
funny.
an idiot, like a rube.
Just
It goes
grease
in
the
there,
wheel a little
Googles
bit.
your name.
Do me a favor. Look the other way if you see me sharing a room with 3 kids.
Yeah.
None of the stuff you said today made any sense.
I
to me.
cheated off the guy beside me's tip.
There's more of these Lincolns where that came from.
It was, and there was nothing. I mean, bud, there was nothing. It was, and I'd like to support it. There's nothing that happened in the class. There's not like, okay, here's a super
This
secret.
kid? No, he's not my
I think
son.
Mr. George Washington would have
Has-
something different to
There
say
you
about
go.
this.
All it did
Why
was
don't you
make me
talk to old
upset
Lincoln there?
at a few other members that were there because you had the guy that was super into wrestling, probably
Yeah.
dominated throughout school.
How
I'm
could
sure
you tell?
He's still
Right.
on roids.
the kind
Yeah.
of deal.
Right.
And this guy that's giving the class it looks at everybody. He's like, "Hey, I got a son. He's 9. I want him to wrestle. I love wrestling. I did it, but I haven't made him do it. I mean, he got to go to practice. He's been around it his
Yeah.
whole life, but I didn't want to push him into it. So I
Right.
haven't even done it. So if he asked me last year if he can go to a tournament. I said, you can go to one. That's it. And he's doing this whole thing.
Uh-huh.
So he gets through all that kind of stuff about being a good parent.
And now he loves it. Now he's wrestling like
about being
he
a good
should.
parent. And the wrestler guy raised his hands like, "Yeah, my kid's the same. I didn't know I kind of knew he wanted to do it. My youngest, I kind of knew. But
about 3, we started putting.
when
in
he was
tournaments.
5, I was like, I don't know, but he told me he wanted to, so I did. And he won state, and then then he's 6 now, and like he's better. He's kind of the leader of everybody else in the group. And so I get what you're saying with like not pushing your kids into it.
Yeah.
And I was like, he literally said it the exact opposite
of what that
you
guy
just
said.
We
fucking
usually
said
do 12 to 15 hours a day. Nothing too heavy.
He said it's kind of weird, at home practice, he's like the best. I was like, what is home practice?
What is
And the
that?
other guy, that's when the
Yeah. The instructor's writing it down. Home.
5, you said he's the 5-year-old?
5?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
my 4-year-old's actually the most athletic.
Yeah. I've got big hopes for him.
And
He
that's
wants
the
to do it.
fucking people that are carrying kids down the fucking, letting
Yes.
children carry kids downstairs.
For sure.
And holding them over mezzanines.
Yeah.
It all comes back to it. That's why I get scared.
That's home practice. When you push them down the stairs and they survive, that's home
That's
practice.
just when you rub their ears, get cauliflower ear by the
Oh,
age
I
of
love
3.
that.
Rub it. Make it look tough.
Don't touch it.
I don't force them into it. I don't.
You wear my jockstrap. But if you lose, you're dead.
I'm just not. I can't be. I'm not that. I wish I could be that. Even when it comes out just a second, where I say, "Hey, did you do your best?" Yeah. Okay. I don't care. That's it.
That's the way you should be.
I know, but I don't. I want the same thing where my kid feels like he has success. Not just get his ass kicked every time. But at the same time, it's not important
There's
enough.
ways you can make it happen.
Yeah.
In these days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote one note.
Lincoln.
If he cries to you about not winning or losing or whatever, you just say, well, stop sucking so much.
I said, read this note. What does it say? You're a loser. Yeah.
Go, hey, if your kid sucks that bad,
you're a good reader.
Tell him to go talk to dad.
If you're mad you lost this week, just go win next week. It's not hard. They're just little kids.
They're 50 pounds, son.
Wait, I want to go back on that because did you say your kid wrestles 135?
Oh, absolutely. No, I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
That's why he keeps getting his ass kicked. They outweigh you by 100, but
you could take him.
Well, I got him in the high school division. I figured toughen him up.
Grab him by the plumes.
He does fine. He kicked a girl's ass this weekend, which was
good.
He was happy about that.
Oh, it's co-ed wrestling?
Oh, it's hot. Let's see.
Thanks,
I got
coach.
You can wrestle a girl. Boner time.
I'm back in.
All right. I got a voicemail here from our man Sling Blade. So let's do that, and then we're gonna get to Skinman's news. I said that are we at war? That's not really something that we should be probably talking. We don't know anything, so we're too stupid to address it. We're not. Okay. And penis toilet. I had that. That's different. And women space explorers. That's just.
Hey, look, this big
I don't want to
room.
go out too much about this, but for a second, Hawaii put out this big thing that they're sending these women to Mars. It's all woman-led deal to Mars. It's
Hawaii's doing this?
Right. But the thing is, they're part of the space program. I don't know if they get paid for it. I don't know if they're actually scientists. I can't imagine that there's 9 women in Hawaii that are scientists, but apparently they've gathered 9 of the boarders women there and said that you're now scientists, gave them their white trench coats.
Mahalo.
And they're saying that they're sending them to Mars. What they're actually doing is they're sending them to a different part of Hawaii that's like Mars.
Yeah.
For them to do tests and to study and to learn what it'd be like on Mars.
So like a sign of a volcano, the rock place.
It's hot.
Like a day trip.
Well, they're going to be there for 6 days.
Look at this rock.
And they got to stay in one of those Matt Damon bubbles.
It's just southern Maui, man.
Are they going to grow potatoes?
And they said the biggest thing about this program is we want it to be diverse. That's why it's going to be always women-led and mostly women-filled. So it's always diverse.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is we're going to train these women, to go to Mars.
Cool.
We're not going to send them.
No, we're just going to put them over here.
So, you've taken these women and you've said you're important and you matter. You matter so much that you're going to be on a women-led team.
We're going to send you to Mars.
And then we're going to send you to a different part of Hawaii.
Yeah.
And let you do like dirt tests and stuff.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah, it's just like going to Mars, isn't it? Tough.
What?
Over there's where we sent the moon guys.
And you know that each one of those women are going back to the
Moon
parties
ladies.
that me and Eric bartend and they're like, yeah,
Moon
next week's the week. Next week's the week that I go.
Who's that?
Where are you going? Oh, for the Mars expedition.
I'm going to Mars.
You heard about that, right? They hired me as a scientist to go to Mars.
So I won't be able to bartend this weekend.
And you'd be like, you're going to Mars? Well, kind of. We're actually going to Maui. There's a little spot like on the bottom part of a mountain or something that's
No one's
like
there.
Mars.
Yeah.
We don't know, but it's supposed to be like Mars, so it's probably real dusty. And we're going to put us down there. We're going to just scrape some dust. And
Don't worry, I got lots of wipes.
Look at crickets and stuff, and you come back and be like, yeah, here's my notes about Mars. And then they're going to send us again. Maybe to Arizona, they said, which is really like Mars, I think.
I don't want to go there.
I can't tell. I've never seen it.
Lots of sand. I'm guessing.
It's all women, though.
In the crew?
Yes. Going to Mars. Mars expedition.
Okay. So how many?
We're not actually
8?
going to Mars.
Like 6 or?
I know
8?
it seems like I should go to Mars right now, but I can't.
You're a scientist.
They can't send me because they don't have money.
But how are they sending you to not Mars?
They actually got money from the government to send women to Mars.
Okay, but
the government said we're not sending women to Mars, like Mars
Oh,
per se.
yeah.
It's like Mars Light.
What do you guys eat?
whatever we want. They have a chef there.
It's catered. Of course.
There's
this
a
Mars
resort
trip-
right across
Yes,
the
this
thing.
Mars trip is catered for
This
sure.
is fine.
Yeah.
We learned a lot about Mars when we were in Hawaii. Fuck is
First meal was, I think it was lasagna. I wasn't really sure what that
Mars
goes.
lasagna.
Maybe it's manicotti.
I don't know.
It's like a lasagna.
We called it Marzicati.
Yeah, but they put kale on it, which I didn't like. Brenda did.
Just don't ask Brenda. That bitch.
All right.
She
Anyway,
observed rocks. Who does that?
these could be in Mars.
And so could these. These could be there too.
So they're not sending you?
Kind of.
Kind of. I mean, it's all women.
It's called Mars.
It's an expedition.
To Mars. But not really Mars.
But not really Mars.
And now,
We can't
welcome
drive
back
Can't
to
drive
This
the
Week
ship.
in Cinema
They fly us
with
there.
your host, Sling Blade.
I think this movie named Talladega Nights about this feller. He was a car racer, NASCAR man named Ricky Bobby. Ever since he was a little child, he wanted to be a NASCAR driver. Turned out he actually did become one. Well, he was right good. Won a bunch of races. The old man that hired him on, he died and the son took over. He won't much count. In the meantime, old Ricky, he married some skank. He's good looking, but she was a skank. Well, they had a couple children. Named her Walker and Texas Ranger. Had a right good show. Well, anyway, the old man's son took over that racing thing. He didn't care much for Ricky Bobby. Ricky was always smart with him and whatnot, coming out of his mouth stupid. So the boy, he hired a Frenchman to run against him. The old Frenchman, he got the arm wrestling with Ricky, broke his arm. Ricky wouldn't quit, though. He raced him anyway. Had a big wreck. Caught it on fire, run around his drawer for a minute. They put him up in the nervous hospital. Said he couldn't walk. No, Ricky, he took a steak knife, stuck in his leg, figured out he could walk. But old Ricky, he run up on his daddy, old Reese Bobby. He's a right good feller. His mama, he was staying with her. She took them two children, Walker and Texas Ranger, and got them straight, slapped them around a bit, slapped some manners into them. Well, old Ricky, he got to racing again. Ended up being a winner. That old Frenchman, old John, whatever his name was, he was funny, but he wasn't funny ha-ha. He's funny queer. Had him a husband and whatnot. But old Ricky ended up beating him. They run a foot race and won. Well, I reckon I'd give it 4.5 biscuits.
All right.
I still don't know if that's out of 10 or 5, but
that's still.
By the way, in 2.5 minutes, he did a shot-by-shot review of that.
Of the
That's
whole
the
movie.
whole movie.
Yeah.
So great job, Sling Blade. Thank you, and look forward to hearing you next week and what you got cooking up. Before we get up there in the news, the last thing I had on the list that I wanted to ask your opinion of.
Sure.
Now that I am in charge of the household duties, keeping the floor vacuumed, keeping the dishes washed, doing all the stuff I'm supposed to do while the wife's working, taking care of the kid. I mean, lots of stuff. Laundry. There's a lot of stuff.
Don't think I didn't scope out what the counters look like. Then
I know. I knew you'd be judging me the whole time. One thing I didn't know if you'd catch, and I've been leaving it, hoping, and I don't know if it's right or wrong for me to do. There's either cat puke or dog puke that is right next to our front door.
What color is it?
It's like a light brown gray, kind of.
All right.
It's more catty than doggy.
Okay, that could be either or.
It could be.
At this point.
Well, my dog is getting up there now in years, and so is the cat. I mean, Hellcat's lived many lives.
True.
You guys have been a part of
a
lot of those lives.
Frozen,
for the decade.
came back to life.
At one point, when it shit all over the floor when my kid was born, and we just lifted out, we just moved it outside.
Outside. It's out. You live here now.
Boom. You're
And it's
out. You're
still
gone.
living.
And then for some reason, it survived.
Yep.
It had the eye of the tiger, and it made it through. We brought it up to Mordor, and it's been inside since. But every once in a while, you'll run into a situation where it ate
something,
some of my lube or something. I don't know. I don't know if it ate my lube or I opened its mouth open and can you eat lube?
Yeah, you can.
Just fucking die already.
Oh, that's awesome.
I guess it can eat
Here,
lube.
hold this lube.
So, anyways, I noticed this spot, this pile,
big
puke.
Okay,
maybe a week ago. I mean, I noticed it.
Wow.
And so I do try to keep up on all the stuff. So I vacuum around it to where now you get the points where it leaves like the vacuum stripes around it.
Right.
And I'm kind of waiting just in the morning to hear, oh, what the fuck? Or, oh, goddamn, something from
anything. Nothing.
I don't know if she's not noticed or she's playing the same test on me.
Given the size of your house, she hasn't noticed. She hasn't even been in that room.
It's a big room. It's a big house.
It's a big house. That's what I'm saying. It's a mansion. I mean, she hasn't
Well, it
even
takes
been
a
in
lot
there.
to heat it. You
Yeah,
can
well, you
imagine how much I spent on R22.
You have to walk to the West Wing to go through that foyer. You know what I mean?
Hello.
See all those people you pay to keep on, for whatever reason.
Emilio's dad, right?
Also, what's this pile? Oh my God. This is so embarrassing. We're supposed to have this
clean
clean.
this.
Yeah.
I'll clean around it.
Exactly. So I would say
I have
she just
the
has
Put up like a sign or like two
No,
pieces
don't point to it.
Well,
because
part of me thinks I could do the right thing, just clean it up. But part
in
of
the
me,
house?
it's right there in the
Gotta
really.
be dried up by now. Just vacuum it.
If there's one room in our house that is presentable as, hey, this is a decent house, it would be that room.
Yeah.
And it's
the
pretty
couches
obvious.
still have plastic on.
I mean, it's a big enough pile that it's obvious.
It's nice.
It's like if I was to take a shit on the floor, take a full turd,
It's half that.
it's half that.
Okay.
But you'd notice the turd.
Is it changing colors? Is it getting grayer as it
Getting
dries?
grayer.
Okay,
It's
I
getting
like that.
grayer, getting drier.
Well, maybe as it grays, it'll be more obvious.
I don't know. I'm thinking
This is in the basement, isn't it?
I'm letting it happen.
No,
up
it's
in the
upstairs.
living room.
See if you can get a spatula or something underneath it, keep it in one thing, and move it 6 inches closer
Oh,
to
yeah, I
your
like that.
bedroom.
I like
and
that.
every day 6 inches closer.
Until it's on her pillow.
The thing is, bud, it ain't my cat. That cat and I don't get along.
No, that's your cat. Hellcat is your cat.
I've got scars from
Don't
that cat.
disown Hellcat.
I disown.
Don't. No.
We had a contract, that cat and I. Contract was, I won't touch you. I won't fucking pet you. I won't feed you. I won't change your shitty fucking drawers. Okay? I'm not going to change the fucking shitty litter.
Right.
All right? I'm not doing it.
You
could live here.
You
As long as all that happens.
Right.
You get to stay here.
You can eat my lube. You can throw up in the house.
Eat my lube.
Whatever.
I'll feed you some Fireball whiskey every now and then. Get you all a little bit fucked up.
Okay, now I want to barbecue the cat just from its diet.
I've been marinating that cat for years.
Yeah.
But I'm not fucking with your puke and shit. That ain't my job. When the wife was pregnant, I had to because she said some toxic bullshit. I did all that bullshit.
She also said there was a class in Lewisburg, Kansas for some
Once
reason.
all
and you
that
had
was
to go.
over,
Yeah.
I'm done. It's over. So that means even though it's my responsibilities to clean the house,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't cleaning that puke.
What if it's Coops?
I'm the same way.
It could be Coops.
What I thought about doing was shitting next to it.
Drawing more attention to it? Like poop around it?
No, when she's like, oh my God, somebody shit on the floor. I'm like, that's what you notice?
Yeah. What about next to
Yes.
What about next to it?
it? Yeah.
Fucking cat puke's been there since Christmas.
Yeah.
What about 20 yards over here where the cat shit on the floor?
Well, you have been
8
feeding
months
it.
I'll clean
ago.
the turd. That's my turd. I
You
get
have
it.
been feeding it lube. So, I mean, it goes both ways. It's a two-way street.
It's
if you see my
cherry
pyramid
flavored
scheme,
lube. It's
okay,
not
the
even
pyramid
bad.
scheme is excellence. Top. Okay, two-way street right next to it.
So
okay, it's a two-way street.
Just get this straight. You're drawing the line in the kinetic sand that you will not clean it up.
It's literally right
Because
behind the
it's her
kinetic sand.
cat?
And that's why the cat keeps shitting there because you keep putting the sand
It's not
in the
about
carpet.
that. It was really
What
just,
is it about?
I wanted a reaction from her.
Jesus, I might as well marry you.
I wanted a
It's-
reaction.
Same.
This is fucking.
It's the same.
It's getting bad, isn't it?
It's Miranda with a beard.
Well, I don't
not much
know.
of a beard.
I was going to say,
No, you're right. It's not much.
Miranda without
smells
makeup,
better,
I-
though.
yes,
you smell like
but-
pennies. So,
Hardaway?
Aaron told me Miranda smelled like blood pennies.
no, that's not true.
are you saying he smells like Penny Hardaway or?
I don't know. We'll find out this Thursday.
tomorrow. Live.
Anyways, I haven't decided what to do. It'll be there. It's not like it's going anywhere, so I'll keep you updated.
Well, start like a Facebook page for it or Twitter or something.
That's what you should do. The pile of
And have
cat
it
puke
follow
in my
her.
house. Yes.
Do a little diorama around it every day. Like you could do the little American flag. Do
Cook
a
it
little
some eggs tomorrow.
Iwo
Put it
Jima.
beside it. Why-
Yes. That's take pictures of it. Dude, use it as the backdrop of your claymation that you should perform
That I've
while
been
you're
doing.
home.
You can get 4 little female Lego girls and put lab coats on them and say they're at Mars.
They're at Mars.
It's
Yes,
exactly
all
the same.
kinds of shit.
It's human shit, Gromit.
I like the way you guys are thinking. Those are all great ideas.
Turn a negative into a positive.
Put this into your new
Conrad.
podcast
Better
you're
yet,
starting without
Conrad.
us.
Pick it up,
Eric.
keep it.
Okay.
2 days later, put it back down. Just do that every 2 days.
Well, that's what I mean. That's when I'll get the reaction. She's like, I thought you cleaned that up. It's back again.
I did?
She
Don't know what you're talking about.
clean what up? The puke. So you did notice it.
Wow.
You
Right.
did notice it.
I mean, sure, you have to wet it a little bit. Put it in a bag, wet it a little bit, and then put it back down.
It still seems
Change
wet.
color. Oh,
It
does
still
it?
seems a little bit wet.
Have you poked it?
I poked a little bit at it.
Okay. So it's a little wet. It's spongy.
I shoot
Yep.
BBs at it.
That's my lube.
We have Nerf wars around the puke.
Where's Daddy? I'm hiding behind the puke.
Oh shit, Dad! That's good time.
Never saw it.
News. With Skinman.
Man gets plastic surgery and name change to date his ex-girlfriend after she obtains restraining order. A New Jersey man who went...
Eric did this and it worked.
Man of
And
the
so
year!
I know for a fact.
Woman man of the year.
Name's Frank.
Frank Johnson, not John Franklin.
Oh shit, I should have Frank. Nice to meet you. What do you do? You don't happen to work at a yoga studio, do you? I like yoga.
Maybe you should take a class.
Really?
What do you do for a living?
With this nose?
A New Jersey man who went to great lengths to try and win back his ex-girlfriend despite a court restraining order was arrested this morning after his plot was discovered.
So the plot thickens.
I just saw a handsome guy who had the same
Ron
taste
mad.
as me
It seems
in
like I
terms
keep
of music,
seems like I keep
movies,
dating the
food.
same guy over and over.
You
It's
do
like they're
everything
always the
about
same.
me.
You
Oh
look just like my ex-boyfriend, but you've got boobs.
You act alike. What's up?
Weird.
You live in
So
the same
weird.
house and drive the same car.
I said I'd never date a Scorpio again.
As soon as she recognized him, she called the police and ran away.
It's ma'am.
He was finally arrested less than 30 minutes later while hiding in the bushes a few blocks away.
I'm behind the puke.
I'm not here. I'm just a little bush.
Guys will do anything. You know what I mean?
James
Yeah,
Anderson
keep
has
it
already
piece of
faces up to
ass.
3 years into county jail and up to $10,000 in fines.
Wow.
But could also face charges of criminal harassment, according to the
Face charges.
Camden County Police Department.
Yeah.
On the face of this, it looks bad. I get it.
You know how much
But
this
the butt
fucking,
of it is really nice.
You know how much this cost me? I can't pay for county jail.
Now, this
Well, I
here
can pay for anything.
cost me 10 grand.
I spent 10 grand on this jaw.
Hey,
That's
guess
it.
what? It's not me no more. I just got face. Now I'm a cop. Look, I'm out. I'm a cop now.
Are we just talking about face off right now? That's all
I'm over here
what
now.
we're talking about?
I watched Face Off 5 times.
I can do it myself.
We had a face-off moment. Andy was trying to describe a movie to me, and I just kept saying face-off
That's true.
because John Travolta was in it, and I said face-off like 26 times.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the only movie he's ever been in, Andy.
No, the one with
Thank
the paint
you.
cans. Oh, you're talking Grease? Also
Hey, he's
great
talking about
flick.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah. You mean Face Off 1?
I was talking about the movie where he plays the
Yeah, round
reverse roles.
Roadhouse.
The
That's
Angel.
Ghost Rider.
Face Off Angel.
Michael, the face-off angel.
News with Skinman.
Elderly couple accidentally burns down a house during sex game involving World War II flamethrower.
I'm going to put the candle over here if you take the flamethrower.
Burn me. Burn me.
Sand Springs, Oklahoma, a couple's sexual game turned horribly wrong this morning.
Always happens in
as
Oklahoma.
they accidentally burned down their house to the ground with a 75-year-old flamethrower.
If you're going to do it right.
Hey, the flame's out. I got a way to get
Will
it
you
back
fuck
on.
me now, Sharon?
It's fucking sexy. It's an antique.
Flamethrower going again. I'd like to burn your pussy hair off. That'd be nice.
Well, you could try.
Mr. President!
How are you, darling?
Burn me.
I'd like to take your panties down and burn you with this flamethrower.
Do it.
All right.
He told me he was penetrating his wife with his M1 as usual.
Holy wow.
Shit. But got too excited and activated the flamethrower.
Put your C4 mask on, bitch! Put it on! I get hot when we Vietnam it in here.
This is really getting too far.
I would like you to suck this M16 down your throat and eat the bullets, bitch.
Said I'm driving my A-rungs tank in your butthole!
Warthog, warthog, warthog!
I'm gonna nail devil!
Charlie's coming. Charlie's coming.
Napalm!
Mr. Anderson and his wife were transported to the hospital to
Meow.
be treated for psychological shock caused by the event, but were otherwise uninjured.
I'm fine. Why are we here?
They shouldn't face any criminal charges, but may have problems when it comes to claiming their insurance
Arson.
policy.
True.
As damage caused to the use of weapons during sex games.
What
Yeah.
the
Is
fuck do you
rarely
mean it's
covered.
not covered? What do you mean?
Well, listen.
I got flood.
No,
I got
listen.
hurricane. I got
Mr. Anderson,
yeah.
the fact that you had a flamethrower is fine.
Okay.
But we didn't know, and you didn't know, the lube was flammable.
I knew it was flammable, so I poured it all over.
And then you lit her aflame.
I've done this 1,000,000 times.
The house caught
put
on
her out
fire.
right before.
Do you not take my premium check every month
I do.
and you cash it?
I do.
And that's for me to burn her to pieces while I fuck her
That
to
is
death.
not covered, Mr. Anderson. Right here it does say you are fine to have a flamethrower.
Yes.
You cannot burn things inside the house.
I
With
didn't burn
said,
a thing. I burnt a pussy hole.
That's a thing.
He signed it. I
Smell
burned
it.
pussy
No
hole.
offense.
Smell it. Smells
No
like
offense to your dead, lovely wife. No offense.
She's
Still alive.
fine.
Oh, she's fine.
She always lives through
Yeah,
it.
just
poke
a
a
house.
hole in the gauze.
I'll cover it. Your premium's going to triple. Your premium's going to triple. Unless you invite me to your sex party.
Guess what? If it triples, I'm going one place. Where Shaq goes, the general.
No, don't
you
go.
doing?
Don't do that. What's up, dog?
It's a general.
What's up, dog?
How you
This is
doing?
General. What's up, dog?
How you doing?
Come on over. Ride with me in this
You bring your bitch with the flame
Corvette.
You bring your bitch?
Yeah, I'll cover it.
Yeah, you got Warthog
We got
tank?
flamethrower. You
Yeah,
like
you
to
got flamethrower?
you like to fuck her with your M1?
Yeah.
All right.
How you doing?
What's up, dog? You're covered.
The general.
It always comes back to the general commercial. Everybody knows that.
News.
Nursing home employee addicted to sex force-fed elderly with Viagra.
Okay. This is a lot of elderly.
An Oklahoma City nursing home aide has been
To be
arrested
fair,
and charged with sexually
the Costner
assaulting
thing.
multiple nursing home residents.
Time for geriatrics gymnastics.
Because you see,
Do the pudding pop.
Eat this.
Gillespie Anderson,
Suck it.
49, a nursing
Eat it
home
whole.
aide at Parkview Nursing Center,
I know it.
has been arrested this week after multiple allegations of sexual assault and abuse.
Great place to meet kids.
The abuse
Older ones.
occurred
Kids at heart.
Really old
during
kid.
a 3-year time period. It took 3 years to
Wow.
figure this shit out.
Well, I got all this Viagra.
He's
and I
really
was
good
like,
with the help. The women love him.
I
I'm
like
not
to
gonna
get them
lie.
all. I like to eat all the Viagra and get big boners.
Yeah.
No, it's her.
Oh.
I like to
They
fuck.
love it for goddamn sure.
Yeah.
Her nickname is Randy, not
Oh,
just for.
wow.
It's not just a clever nickname.
Yeah.
Brandy gives a good hit.
I'm gonna mash these mashed potatoes up. You
See,
know,
guys?
one little chunk in there.
Life
Upon
could be
the
all right.
arrest,
Let's stick it in there.
Hundreds of Viagra pills
You know, it's
were
the
seized
benefits
from
that
the
keep me
former
at the job.
employee's locker.
Wow.
I keep them all in my
As
locker.
well as a number of sex toys such as vibrators, anal beads, bottles of lubricant.
Don't take my Taylor Swift poster out of there, you fucker.
And Hellcat.
It's signed.
And a strap-on dildo, explained
Oh,
Oklahoma
no.
City Police
Rick
Department
is
spokesman
wild.
John Anderson.
Skinman, the age of this employee, please.
49.
Wow.
Yep. I voted 4 times.
Her name is Randy.
Yeah, well, yes.
I'm going to get all these dicks hard.
I'm going to fuck everyone.
Yep.
She's
Eat
the
'em.
best
Or does she-
thing that
does she
ever
maybe
happened
make
to
the
me
old
since
people
my
and
wife
watch
passed
and-
away 35 years ago.
Right.
My dad
But I
died, he had a
admit,
boner.
having an erection 16 hours a day was a bit annoying.
That's fine.
One resident told local reporters.
I say just crush them up and give it to the fucking patients. Who
Snort
cares?
'em. I don't
mean,
care.
who cares? It's
Gotta
going
get
away.
rid of them somehow.
I can't believe we're throwing this shit away. I got
Yeah.
a strap on in my locker and I'm throwing it
All
away.
these anal beads. What am I
This is
going to
so
do with them?
Stupid. Yeah, but they're for
Gillespie
kids.
Anderson remains
they
in
fit
the
better.
Oklahoma County Detention Center on a bail totaling $600,000 and could face up
Those
to
guys
a
will
maximum
pull that together and get
of
her out in a week.
After one Plinko game, she had the money.
1,040 years in jail
That's fine.
Those guys
if
are
the price is right.
Yeah, but we'll
You
bail her
say
out.
years or days? I can make one.
Hey, the retirement bus is here for the conjugal visit, hun.
Somewhere, Joe Exotic is cutting a new video. You know that, right? And Jill. From Jill. Yeah. Let me introduce you to Randy.
She's hot.
Let's
She's
watch
hot.
Joe Exotic's video.
Okay.
So the Joe Exotic alarm.
Sorry. But that is true.
Hi, I'm Joe Exotic. I'm running for president.
Oh, this is the one with the tiger in it. Love this one.
I like the president.
Witcher. Watch it.
Go on, Skinman.
Thank you. News with Skinman.
Colorado 61-year-old Catholic nun falls pregnant after unknowingly eating 12 pounds of bull testicles.
Oh.
I don't think that's how that happens.
The Catholic nun found herself pregnant without even breaking her vow of chastity after devouring 6 platefuls of Rocky Mountain oysters. A local delicacy
It's a
made of
miracle.
bull testicles.
Little Jesus is in there.
Yeah. That's how he comes back.
A
Well, that was how he was
61-year-old
originally
Sister
born.
Mary
Nobody knows that's part of the story.
A 61-year-old Mary Anderson.
Another Anderson.
Mary.
3 Andersons.
And a Mary.
Everybody's
Are you
Anderson.
sensing a theme here?
Yeah. Anderson. In the
News
news.
with Anderson.
Weekend of fasting and prayers in August in an isolated
Made that pregnancy go away.
And a visit to the doctor.
On the way back to the monastery, the nuns stopped for dinner at a local all-you-can-eat buffet, specializing in local cuisine.
What are those?
Bull testicle was the main ingredient. Sister Mary Anderson says she...
These nuggets are good.
Really good.
How many are you going to eat?
No to-go boxes? I'll just stick them in here.
Over the next few months, she began feeling nauseous and getting stomach aches,
Oh.
leading to her
That chicken was bad.
to consult a doctor.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bombay.
Hi, I'm Dr. Barry McCockiner.
There's a
Cosby
baby.
showed
Has
up
baby
right on
Jesus
time.
half cow growing in you?
She not only learned that she was pregnant and that she suffered from
Centaur disease.
rectovaginal fluitia, an abnormal condition.
Ma'am, you got a cow growing in your pussy.
Yeah.
But also it tastes like pennies and blood.
Yeah.
But
it's got a
gonna
cool name.
hurt. It's gonna hurt.
This
We'll cut
rare
it out.
medical condition is known to have led to several pregnancies caused by oral or anal sex. But this is
I've
the
never
first
done
time
that.
Never done that. I just ate cat vomit.
known
Well,
case
I
of
lived around
pregnancy
it for a
caused
long
by
time.
ingesting Animal semen.
Oh. See, kids, it can happen. I mean, you shouldn't be with them either.
I don't know. I
Before or
was
after.
questioning,
Weird.
a lot of religion until that moment. And now I believe.
Rocky Mountain Oysters is a dish made of bull testicles. The organ is often deep-fried after being skinned, coated in flour, pepper, and salt, and sometimes pounded flat.
But great flat.
Let the record clearly show that these
Are
boys
these those little
can
fried
swim.
pickles?
These fried pickles are weird.
They're meaty.
Bull testicle bar.
Hope you don't get a cow growing in your pussy hole.
What is a wet I keep sitting in?
Oh, I'm gripping again.
Oh, boy. Lord, take the wheel.
Although the nun did not technically violate her vows, female members of Catholic
still a nun.
clergy aren't allowed to bear children under her pregnancy as a major embarrassment for her order.
That's true.
Well, and the fact that you're having a cow.
And you can eat what you want, though.
Listen, we got a lot of things to be embarrassed about, but nothing more than this bitch.
Yeah. Sure. Magical? Yes.
We've
A
done
miracle?
some pretty awful things.
Yeah, it's a miracle. But we can't handle that.
Hey,
did you rape a kid?
We're at Joe Exotic's concert. We got a private room.
Talk about this later.
God, listen, this makes me want to be pregnant.
That's entitled Here Kitty Kitty by Joe Exotic.
He knows all about kitties. The cat kind.
Thank you for the news, Skin Man. Godspeed to all the victims of the news.
I'm gonna add this tidbit.
Okay.
Justin Bieber's got Lyme disease. So
That sucks.
they just reported.
Is that like where your skin changes color?
I eat too many
Oh,
limes.
some ticks.
Get bit by a horse. I don't know. I don't know how you get.
Horse the size of a tick.
I think get Lyme disease.
This is how, bud.
Yeah.
Don't let your meatloaf, everybody. This one goes out to all the hot ladies out there coming down to my avocado bed and breakfast.
I'm pumping iron and I'm looking nice. Got a tattoo on my shoulder and I'm melting nice. Women wanna love me and they call out my name. I ain't no candle, I'm a red hot flame. I'm a pretty woman lover, I'm an ugly woman's dream. Baby, you're lucky, have a man like me. I'm a pretty woman lover, I'm an ugly woman's dream. Baby, you're lucky, have a man like me.
Don't let your meatloaf, everybody. And subscribe to the show. Share with a friend.
I'm a lover, I'm a fighter, I'm a never-ending bitch. I'm a jumper through the jungle with a 9-foot whip. Got a body, got a booty, I'm a sugar cane. I ain't no turtle, I'm a supersonic plane. I'm a pretty woman lover, I'm an ugly woman's dream.
Best lyric